I'm back, and I'm going to be playing more of the casting of Frank Stone today. I was a little late because I went to load it up, and they did like I guess, a patch update, which I wasn't expecting because I was like, oh, I just downloaded it yesterday, brand new. But I guess, because it's new, they might be like noticed something that needed it right away, so they did one. It wasn't too long though. I mean, like obviously, but I did that, and then while I was like loading, I was like, oh, well, I might as well go upstairs and like grab a few things then, since I have to wait anyway. But then I banged my shin into the stool that I had put there. Like I had put there like a few seconds earlier to get something from the upper cabinet, and I had then immediately turned around to put something down on the counter below the cabinet and immediately smacked my shin into it. So that was painful, and it still hurts a little. So, what a wonderful evening. But enough about that. Marzipan. More about Marzipan. Um, I don't know. She seems pretty happy. She was rolling around the ground earlier. I tried to give her shrimp and she turned up her nose at it. She said, "This is disgusting," I guess. So no shrimp for Marzipan. Sad. Normally, though, she's all into my food. She's all up my business. She's like, even if she doesn't want to eat it, she's trying to steal it. You know? She's like, I'm a cat and I don't like broccoli, but I'm sure gonna try to steal it from you. But no, she did not want shrimp, which is unusual because she loves seafood. So then I was worried about eating the shrimp. I was like, does she know something I don't? But it was fine. I think it was because it was like slightly seasoned. Maybe if it was just like the shrimp before it was seasoned, which normally I would do, but it was leftovers. And like, there was no choice. I can't time travel. I will wash it off like a little, but she must still be able to smell it with her good little cat nose. But anyway, enough with that. I don't know why I suddenly blanked. I was like, enough with that. What am I doing? I'm playing the game is what I'm doing. Um, so enough with that. Time to play the game. And I do no wrong screen. Okay. I feel like some days I try to do things and I immediately forget everything like that I'm supposed to do ever, even if it's something I do every day. Have you ever had those moments? Because I sure do. Anyway, let's hope I don't have a bunch of those moments today. Here we go. Continue. I'm interested in what that cutting room floor means, though. I mean, I'm sure it's like I'll find out, but it's probably like one of those finish the game and they like unlocks thing. Like, I mean, I can assume like the general idea, but like, you know, I don't know exactly
I
what
have
means the
worn many
concept of this
masks
game.
over the centuries. Dr. Augustine Lieber was renowned,
So she
professional,
manipulated him?
and trusted. Frank Stone confided in me, allowed me to unlock his potential during those dark days in the psychiatric ward.
Okay, so
And now, a new guise.
don't hire her.
A new timeline. A new chance.
Oh my gosh, I knew she was suspicious.
Giving them the camera, I admit, was unfair, even for me. They couldn't know what
so I guess I
power they
couldn't
held
get the
in their
camera somewhere
hands,
else in the drugstore.
nor
I
what
had to get it
cruelty
here.
awaits them in the steel mill. But what true creator wouldn't suffer for their art?
Oh my gosh. Creepy. I was like, maybe she's just a sweet old woman, and I was like misunderstanding her. But no, she's not a sweet old woman. I did not misunderstand her. Okay, also jumping right back into it. Jumping immediately right back into it. Oh, Garrett Manor. I knew it began with a G. I guess she shapeshifts a little too. Does she looks different throughout the deck? I mean, it would be hard to be immortal and look exactly the same.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Did she have like psychic premonitions? Because that could be useful. Oh. Let's be compassionate. Might
Are
as
you
well.
okay?
I think we have a good enough relationship
Guess I just
at this point.
dozed off a bit.
Hmm.
Wait, what happened to Augustine again?
She left.
Left?
She said she had to do something very
So-
urgently in her private reliquary.
I wonder how
Hey,
Linda
now that
gets
we're all
here if we
awake
don't
again,
pick her up
can we
as a
forget about
hitchhiker.
Augustine for a minute and talk about the 1,000-foot-long elephant in the room?
Like, does she walk and then she gets here
Oh.
and is really mad at us?
1,000 feet is the average length of film in a movie.
Okay.
Oh.
He's like,
Guess
I
we were
am
all
a
playing
movie
it close
buff.
to the vest before. Huh.
It's not my film. I didn't. I just worked on it. Didn't direct it.
Okay.
It's not even on my official filmography.
I meant how we were all holding back about our film strips.
Okay.
Oh, right.
And why we came here?
Whether you take credit for it or not, it's definitely the most infamous project that's associated with you.
Because people died.
Because film
I'm
collectors have been
assuming
unsuccessfully searching for any trace of it for years. And now we are all here.
But how'd
each
you get it?
With our own little slice of
Yeah,
a
how'd you get
mysterious
it?
pie. It's a pretty big deal.
So, all of our film strips, they're part of this movie you and your friends made, Linda?
Okay.
If they're not fakes, yeah.
Mine's not fake.
And all that stuff you said about it being cursed?
Sorry, I'm very interested in
Murderous
this
rages,
plot line here.
CIA interrogation, total disassociation with reality. Because
Huh.
it's so rare, only a few people know for
Well,
sure.
have you watched it, sir?
So they say. If Augustine wants the only known surviving
Because I
pieces
feel like
of
if
it,
someone said it was...
she's
I
gonna
don't
have
know
to
if I
pay
would
up.
watch it if someone said it was cursed. I might not believe that it was
Why do you
cursed.
think she wants it so bad? I
but
mean, it's not really cursed,
I
right?
don't know.
I prefer not to dwell on the past.
I mean, I
You're
feel like if she
here,
knows information
someone's
that
offering
people
to buy our
actually
sections of the
died,
film. That is
she
all I'm
might well
concerned with right now.
tell them.
Providence goes a
Like-
long way towards a successful sale.
So do motives.
Sorry, I'm
I don't
having
know about you, but I
trouble
would
to talk
very
and read
much
at the
like to
same
know why
time.
Augustine is so desperate to get her hands on this film.
Well, first rule of business is to gather every bit of intel you can on your opponent.
Okay.
And I don't know about you two ladies, but I have been itching to get a little look-see around this big old house of curiosities.
Are we
Okay.
allowed
Well,
to look
you,
around?
You all just broke in, so why are you like?
What do you say,
feeling,
Director? Want to keep sitting
squeamish
around, or
now?
want to peek behind the curtain?
Sure, we broke in already. Might as well. I mean, we've just let ourselves in the house, so we might as well just commit. Might as well commit at this point.
What are you waiting for?
Plus, Linda's probably, it feels like, has dealt with worse at this point. With, you know,
Now this is a real bold statement kind
you
of
know,
room.
the
You know what I
mill in
mean?
the past, in the 80s or whatever.
You Augustine got cash, but not like
Ooh.
this kind of cash.
Ooh, I like the stairwell. It's kinda
Sounds like you
cool.
didn't scout your mark as well as you thought.
In business, we don't call them marks.
Hustling is a racket,
Okay.
not a business.
I wouldn't underestimate my scouting skills, if I were you. A lot rattling around up here that could be mutually
Okay.
beneficial.
And what's rattling around? And how much is it rattling? Like, are you saying you don't have a brain there? How do you know about the murder mill? Tell me about murder mill. Tell me about Augustine. I'm really curious about this, but sure.
Why don't you tell me how you know so much about Murder Mill?
I'm
I'm
real
a big
curious
fan.
about that.
It's your first credit.
Cut the shit, man.
Okay. You want to know the truth?
Yeah, I do want to know the truth.
When I first heard about it, I didn't believe it was real.
But
The more I looked into it, the more breadcrumbs I found. And the further I followed the trail, the more fascinated I became.
okay, so he's not from
Not just in
Oregon
the
or
film,
whatever.
In the legend.
He's not connected in that way.
Whether
I
you meant
guess.
to or not, you created a monster with this movie.
Oh.
Even if it isn't really cursed, the fact that everyone believes it is makes it real.
Believing in something
I
doesn't
still
make
really
it real.
like Stan.
Well, that's
He
why I had to
feels
find
kinda-
out for
he
myself.
has some sort of dork energy to
Took
me,
me
in
a couple
way.
years, but when the opportunity came for me to actually acquire
like,
a
did you
genuine
watch it?
piece of it,
And how do you know it's genuine?
I jumped at the chance.
And just how did you acquire it?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Also, I
Hey,
still want to know about Augustine, but I was
just
curious
catching
about
up.
him as well.
So, what have you guys found?
Not
I feel
much.
like I would have been happy with both
The night's young.
options in this
Not as young as you think. Let's keep looking
words.
around.
In this option, you know? Ooh. Explore the atrium. I love exploration. Alright, that's a painting. Ah! Alright, I spun a little too fast there.
Can't deny this
I
place would make an
love your outfit,
incredible
by the
film
way.
location.
Well, thanks. It's Italian. Well, the
the
shoes
fire.
are Italian. And
Oh,
the belt. I
Painting.
got it cheap from a guy.
I guess I'll wait for them
He's
to
got a
stop
guy
talking
who's got a
though
pants
first.
guy. So I got these
Pants
pants
guy?
from his guy's guy. Had him tailored just
the
right.
other
by the
guy
I know who also
Do these
got me
guys
the
have
blazer,
names?
which is like a super limited VIP club edition.
Uh-huh.
But you want to know a secret?
No.
Sure.
Found the turtleneck in a secondhand shop.
Gasp.
Scandalous.
Right? Don't tell anyone.
Oh, you can be sure of that.
She's like, I'll tell all the tabloids. But this guy, they don't even know. But who is this guy? Press. Archibald.
Huh.
Wait, I want to
Now
know what
that
his
was a
name
curious
is.
sound.
Archibald what? Archibald Macmillan. I feel like we've heard the name Macmillan, didn't we? Haven't we? But okay, what did we hear? Click, click though. It was over here, wasn't it? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, no rush. Enjoy the farmer's market. Hope you find some interesting items. Ah. And some delicious produce or whatever. I do love farmers markets. Ooh, some modernity here. Ah. Why is it suddenly... Okay. Chill this out. It was suddenly really freaking out on me there.
Well, hello.
It's like every room in the house.
Well, I mean, everyone's gonna
I'd
have
say
a
this
security
goes a little
system.
beyond your typical security.
I mean,
What do you mean?
I get the sense our host just has a lot of valuable property and likes to be keenly aware of everyone's comings and goings.
but I'd assume, like, if you have a lot of money like that and just leave your front door unlocked with no one guarding it, you might want to have some security. I don't know if it's no signal though on one of them. Anything suspicious anywhere? Do we see her? I'm a little worried there's gonna be like a jump scare on one of them. But it's probably gonna be one of those things where you have to look away before anything happens on the screen. Anything back here? Likely. Oh, look, a schematic. Ooh, blueprint. Tuner. Stabilizers. Regulator. Vent overrides. I don't know what it does, but it's a thing. A temporal machinery. Or temporal machinery. Okay. I do not have interest in temporal machinery. Anything new on here? Nope. It feels like Phasmophobia. Looking at those. You know? Are there ghost orbs? Whee! Anything else around here? I feel like the camera's more sensitive today. I wonder if they, like, changed that with the little update today. Look. What's this? Alright, I looked at... Jeez, Marzipan! She went flying out of the room. Loudly. Okay, it's kind of bothering me, though. So I'm going to... I hear thundering upstairs now. I'm going to see if I can go to... Which would it be under? Controls? Maybe... Maybe if I turn them down a little, it'll be a little better. Okay. Yeah, this feels better now. Alright. What are you looking at? Oh, sorry. I mean to get in your way. She has some interesting decorations. Upstairs.
Ah,
This was-
yes. Let's check out the other floors. Good thinking.
I do
Wait.
want to walk all the way upstairs.
Hold on a
All these
second.
beautiful, beautiful stairs.
What?
Before all this goes any further,
Okay.
I need to know how both of you got your pieces of the film.
I'm curious too.
Well,
really wanna know.
it's no secret, really. After my mom died a few months ago, I found it when I was
What,
going
is
through
her
her
mother
stuff.
Chris?
Maddie, what was your mom's name?
She'd be like,
Both, or
Was it Bonnie Rivera?
oh.
yeah, it.
Oh.
How did you know that?
You look just like her.
Oh, her mother
you
was the
know my
cool
mom?
one.
A long time ago. A whole other
Oh
lifetime.
my gosh.
Her younger brother, Jaime, was one of my closest friends.
Uncle Jaime.
I hope he
I
didn't
never
die.
met him.
I hope he
I
doesn't
hadn't
die.
heard that Bonnie had passed.
Yeah, it was pretty sudden.
Wow. Maddie, that's
Aw.
it's quite sad.
He doesn't seem very.
Very touching.
He doesn't. I hope he doesn't say anything. Rude. Let's be. Why am I so? Oh, there it goes. I want to be probing with Stan, but I'm sure they'll get to it. Let's be comforting for now. Especially because I did know
I'm so sorry you had to
Bonnie.
go through that.
We were
It's
close
never
once
easy to
from
lose
time to
someone you
time.
love.
Thanks. Lucky for me, it wasn't my first rodeo.
Well, that's not lucky. That's kind of the opposite of lucky.
Bonnie. I wish I'd stayed in touch with her.
Well,
Weren't you wondering where both of our film strips came from?
I'm a little busy now, Stan. But if you want to
I
volunteer
don't
it,
suppose you'd like to enlighten me.
Of course.
And
Well, I can't just tell you for free, can I? This kind of information is very valuable.
or I could give you
what's your
information.
price?
You know what? I'm gonna have to get back to you on
I
that.
thought I was your hero. I thought you admired me. You know? Well, what if I say that this hero of yours is gonna bar you, personally bar you from seeing any of my films ever again? I'm going to make that a stipulation of all my films. You can only show them if this man in particular is not allowed to see them. How do you like that, Stan? Do you like that? Do you want to tell me any information I want to hear now? I bet you do. Okay, let's look at this guy.
Cool statue.
It's a clock.
Missing a piece, though.
Oh, I thought this was a sword, but it's a chainsaw. Oh, is this supposed to be the hillbilly? So we're supposed to find the little, what are these things called? It's not a hammer. Is it a mallet? No, because mallets are more round. A sledgehammer? Well, it's a hammer-esque weapon, I guess we need to find. All right. I'm sure nothing creepy or bad will happen when we find it.
Wow. Powerful resemblance in Augustine's family. That or Augustine loves cosplay.
Or she is her. Well, not that anyone would suspect that. Time travel or immortality.
Quite a piece. Look at the metalwork.
It's beautiful.
Watch it be cursed. Alright, what's this? The Face of Evil. The true story of Frank
Sensationalist
Stone.
trash. Sam Green took down Frank Stone.
Told by the man who
I could write a
stopped
better
him.
book than this.
Oh. Sheriff Lloyd, who Kusich. Wasn't he the guy who didn't even check the mill? I'm surprised that, like, he got away with writing that he took him down. I mean, maybe he said, well, I sent Sam out there. I was on to him or something. Alright. Sure. Okay, he doesn't like the title hero. In fall 63, he was a local sheriff. A sleepy snail town. Just a regular blue-collar Joe doing his darn... I can't believe he used the word darndest. To make life a little safer for the folks who put their trust in him. It reads like... This first part, like, the first paragraph just reads like, a person who's trying to write, like, a Texan rom-com. Big city, or like just not even Texan, but like, well, maybe because they use the word darndest, but just someone who writes like a big city girl. She goes out to the country to sell her grandparents' old house or something, and she only cares about big city stuff. And she meets the blue collar Joe doing his darndest. And he teaches her the value of hard work and family and apple pie. You know, it reads like that. Yep, how are you doing? How have you been? Sorry, I'm cleaning my glasses off. They suddenly got blurry. I don't even know how they do that without me, like, you know, touching them. But here, let's get into the part that's not a rom-com. But Cedar Hills was hiding a silent menace. A merciless monster preying on the unsuspecting citizens, sworn to protect. The bodies start piling up. The only thing left was for an everyday hero to step up. This is a true account of how Cedar Hills' first and only serial killer was brought to justice, told firsthand by the man who dared look evil in the eye and pull the trigger. This is a pretty impressive, for many reasons. First of all, it's very wordy, and, it just has, like, the feel of a fiction. Like, obviously this is fiction, but it just feels like if this is supposed to be, like, a nonfiction book, if someone wrote that on the back of, like, telling the story of how they stopped, like, a real-life serial killer, and they wrote it like that, I feel like that would kind of be tone deaf a little. Plus, this isn't even the guy who shot Frank Stone. The guy didn't even, like, write this. This is a different guy. So that's kind of like, how does he get away with just lying? Okay. Nice photos. Let's see what he says. I'm kind of interested in this book now. That fateful night, I had sent one of my deputies over to check in on things. Not my first choice. The Flatfoot was from out of town, and a little green for my liking. But all he had to do was hold the line and report back on anything suspicious. But when Tommy called, I knew this was it. Standing before the furnace, I thought I'd stepped into the fiery depths of hell itself, and there was Stone standing on that platform like a twisted gargoyle. A tiny bundle of innocence held in his death grip. I'm not afraid to admit I was scared. I only had a moment to act before all was lost. So I drew my gun, took a deep breath, and made a silent prayer my aim would strike true. Stone's corpse wasn't even cold before a whole bunch of out-of-towners descended on Cedar Hills, trying to grab their piece of the action. Lawyers, reporters, rubberneckers, you name it. More than a few weren't satisfied with what they found. They wanted to make a conspiracy out of it, said he must have had an accomplice to do what he did. Me, I don't buy it, never have. That's because I know firsthand that he acted alone. Saw it with my own eyes. So to all those who say claim otherwise, I say this. One monster was enough for Cedar Hills. But he also wasn't there. He wasn't there at all. Alright. Just imagine the audacity to be like, it was me. I was the person who, like, blatantly lies. It's not even like something that's unprovable. Like, everyone knows it was Sheriff Green and not this guy. But he's just like, nope, it was me. I did it. And then he insults Sheriff Green also. He was like, he was just a newbie green detective, you know?
Looks like it opens with a key.
Okay. Now, where would I keep a key? It's the box again.
Yeah? Now, what would you do if it was you here instead of me? No way. You'd be climbing the walls looking for a way out.
Who's she talking to? Her other mother?
Stan? Psh, not in a million years. No way.
Oh. Are you talking to somebody? I guess I'll engage. I mean, I don't know where the key is, so... I don't know if there's anywhere else to go that looks locked.
Augustine has a
Yeah, this is
unique
locked.
collection. I've never seen anything like this
It's locked
stuff.
for sure. Anywhere else actually? No, it just goes downstairs. Yep, I guess I'll go over and talk. There we go. Let's engage.
You sure would get a kick out of this place?
Well, I guess she's talking to her mother.
And then you'd probably
Her
kick
dead
me
mother.
out of this place and keep it all to yourself.
Who are you talking to?
No, I wasn't.
I could hear you.
I was
Alright.
talking to my mom. To Bonnie.
I wonder if
I was in Berlin, you know, at school, when I heard she was
Bonnie
sick.
got sick with the same thing her
But
mother
it was
got
my
sick with.
midterms, and she said I should just come home when I finished. So I did. But by then it was
Probably because
too late.
she was made to come home when
She
she
died
was young.
while I was over
So she
the
didn't want to
Atlantic.
make Madison come home like she had to come home.
It all happened so fast, it doesn't feel like she's gone.
But
So I
now,
just
who knows?
kind of pretend
so
like
maybe she
she
thought she was
isn't.
making the right choice because she felt like her father made the wrong.
She
but
was a good talker.
Yeah, she was.
I hope it doesn't run in the family though. She might want to get checked out,
Look at this.
like early screenings or whatever.
This was just last summer.
Aw.
I know you said it had been a
She
really
looks so
long
different
time,
as an
but
adult. I mean, I'm sure
can
we
you
all will.
tell me anything about her from when you knew her?
Other than the fact she was really cool.
Gosh.
Oh,
well,
gosh.
She was the most
would marry
intimidating
her
girl I've
mother.
ever met. Even after I got to know her. She did everything she wanted to do, and nobody could stop her.
And that sounds like Mom. Any good stories?
Aw. Let's see. There's something I never told anyone. Well, I wouldn't be Kurt. I'm sure she can come up with at least one story. A little rude to be Kurt.
Yeah. Yeah, there is something I've been thinking about.
She looks.
I've never
I guess
told
Linda
anyone
also
else.
looks a lot different than when she was young.
It
That
was
a
a
weird thing
long
to say.
time ago.
Everyone looks a lot
We were
different.
just
when they're
kids
older.
making a movie.
It's called
Jaime,
aging.
Chris, and me. Everything's still so fuzzy about what happened, but
Did anyone die? I hope no one died.
there's one thing that always just stuck in my mind.
Well, actually, I'm
Who
sure
was
people
that?
died.
That night, we were on our way home from picking up a new camera.
Okay.
We were
That she
driving
paid
past the
for.
Rivera's house. The garage door was wide open, full of light,
Oh.
and the craziest fucking sound you ever heard was just tearing out of there in every
She looks
direction.
So cool.
And right in the middle of it all was Bonnie.
I wonder if it was
I
more
don't
common
think
back
I've
then.
ever seen anyone so completely in
kids,
tune with themselves.
Have like hang out in the garage and having
Only thing
garage
that
bands
mattered
because
was that
I don't really know
moment.
anyone who has a garage band anymore.
Nothing
I don't know if
else.
this was really a thing when I was young. Like I'm sure like kids
That was your
had
mom.
bands and stuff, played music, but you didn't hear as much being like, "Oh, I did it in my parents' garage," you know.
Thank you.
Aw.
Hey,
I'm
hey
glad
guys.
I'm glad I'm maxing up our relationship.
Look.
This is sweet.
What? I don't see anything.
It's grass.
Ah,
It's a tree.
there, right there.
Oh my god, there's someone out there.
Serious? She expected something like this. Concerned. Why are we... How do we know she expected something? I guess I discovered something.
I have a feeling Augustine expected something like this might
okay.
happen. She's got this place wired with enough cameras she could catch a mouse.
Good security probably means we're pretty safe.
But maybe we should hang on to the... Oh.
Right, so do you think we should find Augustine? Give her a
Maybe we
heads
should
up?
hang on to the film strips
Even
while
if you
we're at
wanted
it.
to tell her, good luck finding her.
She said she was going to her private reliquary. That's a place
Like,
for
make sure
artifacts,
that
right?
no one steals them?
There's artifacts all over the place.
Right. So,
Because I feel like
if
if
you
they're
were
trying to
gonna
steal
have a
them, we should
private
make
place
sure
for
we
extra
locate
special,
and hold on
extra
to them.
valuable artifacts, maybe you'd put them behind a door like that.
Okay, we could knock.
You've got a point.
Can't we just knock?
Exactly.
I doubt anything can get through that,
Well, I mean,
including
I also
sound.
exactly
Which means
that,
it might be
agree.
the
So we could
safest place
try
to
at
be,
least first.
whether Augustine's in there or not.
Right, we're assuming that guy's gonna try to murder. I mean, I guess
Okay.
if they're trying to steal them, they might murder him for us. Do we still have the film strips in our pockets or whatever? And where did we leave them in the bowl downstairs? That's my question. The Phantom of Cedar Mills. Cannot speak. Something about this game.
What's taking them so
takes away
long?
My ability to speak.
I thought we were gonna have a production meeting before we shoot.
Right.
Fans already all loaded up.
They're probably...
I read an article that said girls don't like it when guys get all twisted up about their punctuality. They find it controlling.
Why did you need an article to tell you that?
I just thought you might find that information useful.
I'm not trying to control Chris.
I feel
Just
like
got a
Chris
lot
is
to
more
do.
controlling on him,
Uh-huh.
honestly. Okay, let's be excited, because I feel like Chris gets really upset, so let's keep the peace with her.
Hey, right on time!
Time to get cooking.
Alright, there we go. I don't trust her.
What?
Nothing, just trying to keep a low profile. Bonnie snooping around.
Okay.
All right. Is everybody ready to get this production meeting started? We got a
If they
big
didn't
night ahead
know.
of us.
They-
Guys, I gotta
She
tell you,
didn't
my
know unless she
mind's
told
going
her,
like
so
a
don't be
million miles an
irritated
hour
at
right
her.
now. Did you know you can get like every newspaper article ever written at the
yeah.
library? It's insane. It's all right there.
Well, maybe not
No,
ever written, but
tell
like,
me
at least
more.
in the
I've spent
town.
like all day looking up every single thing I
Wait,
could
might
find
they'll
about
use,
Bringstone, the Middle,
microfilm
the
or
murders.
whatever.
We are sitting on a freaking gold mine here.
And maybe not
Sounds like
every
a productive
library. I don't know
day.
if every library has that working well, but
And
yeah.
yes, I had some help from my assistant.
I aim to please.
Oh, that reminds me.
I still
Now
love
that you are an
her outfit.
official member of the team, gotta wear the team jersey.
Wow.
Are you
This
gonna wear the
is-
team jersey, Chris?
This is amazing. I'm honored.
Okay.
You wanna wear the stripes, you gotta earn the rights.
All right.
I promise I'll be the best ancillary producer you've ever seen.
Production assistant.
Yeah, totally.
Feast your eyes.
What does it say?
Whoa. Wait,
Police
where's
trap
Sheriff
killer.
Queen?
Yeah, so Dad's never exactly been stoked about that.
Oh my gosh.
I thought he got the guy.
Yeah.
They cut him out of the
And
news
Sheriff
story.
Kushik took all the credit.
Rude.
People around here knew what was up, but
Oh, so only the locals knew.
Let me see that.
This one's a 10-year retrospective. They go into all sorts of grisly details left out of the press the first time around.
and Dad got a little more credit too.
This is big deal
At
stuff.
least you got some credit.
We're making our movie
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
it does
very
seem
same
like a
spot
fun
it went
garage
down.
to hang
Can't
out
beat
in.
that.
Jones victims. Guess not. Let's be uneasy. Let's be a little respectful.
Stone's victims were
Yeah, I kind
Real
of like
people.
the thing in like
This was a real person.
in
Yeah?
movies or games
So?
where the kids have like the dedicated
I don't
place
know.
to play. Not
It's one thing to talk
not
about
the
it.
kids, like the teenagers.
It's another thing to look
Like
at
a
their picture.
dedicated place to hang out. Because I feel like
And this is suddenly
it's
now
normal,
a problem
like,
for
people
you?
have places for kids
It's
to
not
play,
a
like
problem.
a nursery or
It's
like
just
the kids just take
little
over.
weird.
But like
You were
teenagers,
just like super gung ho when
either
I
it's their
got here.
bedroom
What gives,
or they
man?
share the living
Nothing.
room. So I find it
I
fun
just
where
don't
like
like
the teenager
exploit
like
any of the victims
has
or
like
whatever.
We're not
the
gonna
basement
exploit
or
Stone's
the garage
victims. I'm
all,
just
like,
trying to
decorated
maximize the potential
and
of our
stuff
main
for
location.
fun.
That's how you make a good movie.
I like it. All right, dubious. You're missing the point. Approving. You're right. I'm missing the point. Yeah. Let's
think
fight
you're
with
missing the
Chris.
point.
I don't really
It's not
care
about
about
the
Chris's
mill.
opinions.
So what's the big deal?
You don't think you're like a little too excited about everything that happened there?
I agree.
Jaime, if it bothers you so much, you can always stay home.
Maybe you should.
Chris,
He's kind of number one on the call sheet.
What does that mean?
He's the main actor. We can't shoot without him.
Yeah, I know. I was just kidding, obviously.
Obviously.
Robert and I are gonna look for any more locations in the
How
mill
many
connected to
actors do
Stone
they
where we
have?
can shoot.
Just one?
And I'm gonna go make this thing any way I have to.
Is he the only actor? Like, if Linda's the camera woman and Chris is the director, then and they just pulled in one more person, but like they already have the script, but that just only leaves you know, there will be one actor. So
Here,
is this
why
like
don't you
one
start with these?
one
So we're looking for
person
Frank Stone
movie?
references.
I
We're
mean, there
looking for
have been like
anything
plays
referencing
I've seen
specific
like that,
locations in the mill that could
where
be
it's just one
associated with Frank
person
Stone.
like
The mill's a
play.
pretty huge place.
That's why I'm
But I
sure
find it
there's gotta be
interesting they don't
something
have-
we haven't found yet.
But I would
Definitely
find it interesting.
possible.
Maybe people
We'll
are like
find it.
playing like two roles or something, like both like a director and actress. Maybe that's Chris's job.
Here, look at this.
No more
Mill
edits.
projections dire for fall season.
It mentions Frank?
No, but it goes into the mindset of the workers. People were
Really? Well,
depressed.
nah, he's dead. Big
There were
time.
suicides.
At the mill?
Not at the mill, but like people who worked there
Right.
or got laid off.
Damn.
This was a
Well,
year or
that's
two before the
sad.
murders started.
Does not sound like a fun place to spend a 12-hour shift.
There are a couple articles like this.
I mean, I guess because
the mill was in serious
they
decline.
didn't know what to
But
do
if
once
it
they lost
doesn't
their
mention
money. I
Frank-
mean,
I don't know.
jobs and everything.
It's all related to him, to the way he was,
Well, yeah,
or
'cause he went to
why he did what he did, or something.
That's your expert
Well, yeah,
opinion?
because maybe if he
It's
wasn't
just a hunch.
didn't have to go to the psychiatric hospital, he wouldn't have met Augustine, and then she wouldn't have convinced him to do all that stuff or mind controlled him. Okay, let's see if it tells me the cast list.
I pulled
here.
some of these today, too.
What's that?
Obituaries from around the time of the murders. And a little before.
Oh, good thinking.
I think it is just. I think it is just Jaime and, you know, some sort of alien? Hmm. Oh, where they're getting an alien. Marzipan's kicking things again. Hello, Linda. Who am I talking to? Oh, look around the garage and then talk to Linda. There we go. There's the box that keeps stalking me wherever I go. Really kicking stuff, my cat. Music? Don't worry, it's all copyright free. Oh, but we're missing a cassette tape, so I need to get one. Oracle of the Omniverse. Do you feel tracked? This cat has issues. Oh, she went flying up the stairs again. Well, so she just slams into the door. So she jumps out of her litter box, runs across the room, slams into like the wall, bounces off that, sprints across the room again, runs up the stairs. Now she's running down the hallway upstairs like a maniac. You can hear her thundering. Like, she's like a herd of buffalo or something. I don't know. Okay. She wants the wisdom of the whatever this said. I forget. The ancients, I guess. So my own practices. Learn from my journeys. Alright, the Callahern family still... Oh, another Cedar Hills. One beyond the veil of our reality. Alright. The Callahern family still owned the drugstore, but the manager behind the counter was none other than the young George, the son who died so tragically some years ago. Here he was in healthy middle age, a season of life I knew he'd never reached. How had he died?
An omniverse? Far out.
I wonder if that's related to Augustine somehow. They must be related, I suppose. It's very trippy that there happens to be this book here, though. There are multiple versions of people and objects across different realities. Alright. Like a teleporting box. Teleporting toolbox. Oh, is that the cassette? There we go. Oh, it's the interview. It's a Tom Holt interview. Okay, so we're not listening to music. Sad. I got caught. Stuck. There we go. And here we go. Newspaper. Select.
Sure, no one was sad to see it go.
Permanently closed August 24th, 1967. Once the industrial heartbeat of our town is to be permanently closed after 40 years. Founded by Howard Kinsey Tester in 1921, the mill in its wartime heyday produced high-quality steel. It was distributed across the nation. Mr. Tester's legacy was honored by his daughter Morgan in a statement given on Wednesday morning. It's been taken out of respect for the memories of those murdered on its premise. Not everyone is convinced by this justification, however. Okay, they're saying it was already starting to close, I guess.
Journalists sure can't get enough of Frank Stone.
Okay, September 16th, 1963. As Cedar Hills tries to make sense of recent events at the mill, more disturbing details are starting to emerge. 36-year-old machinist Frank Stone, who he did not look 36. Life did not treat that man well. I thought he was like 60 or something, at least. Shot by police. Stone, okay, is linking to multiple unsolved disappearances over the last 3 years. Has been described by those who knew him as a loner, creep, and oddball. He was taken on by Cedar Mill and its owners despite a prior police record for violence. I mean, I guess they think, you know, well, he needs a job to keep him away from more trouble. And, you know, who's he going to fight? The other steel workers? They're probably other tough guys. They're probably like, it's probably think it'll keep him out of more trouble, you know?
I wonder if Linda's okay with all this Frank Stone stuff.
Is Linda, like, related to someone who got hurt? I don't know. I guess I'll find out. I'll check with her. Oh.
I didn't want to say anything, but I'm just not a fan
I guess I should have put the cassette in.
This.
Understandable.
I'm sure a lot of people still have, in the town, lost family members, so maybe perhaps some of them. Oh. I didn't realize I was blocking this. Oh, wait, but the thrum is, then it pauses that, so I can't see. Let's see. Nope, if I go over here, then it can be bigger, probably, again. You know what, I'll just stay like that for now. Oh, wait, I'll just scoot over a little bit, alright. Maybe a little bigger, and then like that. That'll probably be a little better then, because I think they're mostly like going to be over here, but watch me be blocking it at some point again, and I'll just be like, well, tough luck, I suppose. I'm worried about Robert. Let's go with this. Her obsession with Frank Stone is intense.
Her whole obsession with Frank Stone and the murders just feels a little intense.
I feel like everything
Maybe it's
Chris
because she's
does
not from
is
Cedar
intense.
Hills, but you know, those victims could have been any of us or our families.
And maybe they know
But they
people
weren't.
who are victims, or people
So
in
you don't
town
think it
know.
matters either?
I didn't say it didn't matter. I just meant it happened a long
But like
time
this
ago.
is the 80s.
And Chris
and
is
the
excited
60s,
because some of the locations could work really well for the film. Like
that
this
was
one.
only like 20 years ago.
Take a look.
I don't think it was that long.
What is all this?
I came up with a new scene
Like
to
they're
shoot.
acting
wrote?
like, I mean, like sure
Yeah.
it was
Is Chris?
I told Chris about it last night.
Oh, she was into it?
Yeah, we'll shoot it if we have
like
time.
sure, you know.
Cool.
They probably
This
they're
furnished
probably a
chamber
little
location
like maybe
is
they're 17.
perfect.
They feel like they're
But I wouldn't have
17,
known
not
about
quite
it without
20
Chris's
or
research.
18 at most. But like it feels like a lot of people they know would have been like Bonnie is probably alive when it happened, like probably a baby, but it's pretty rad. They shouldn't have wasted all this time. Let's be encouraging.
It's pretty rad. I hope we have
Right.
time to shoot it.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Me too.
Let's support her. Let's support her dreams.
Oh, yes!
Huh?
She's been nice to us.
What is-
It's a
unlike
picture of
some
Frank
people.
Stone?
Look at the date.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
What?
This is from before the murders, before they realized it was Frank.
It's about mill operations, kind of a
Well, I'm
puff
sure they
piece
don't
to
have a
drum up
picture of him
interest in
after
new
he got
recruits.
melted
Hello, what is
alive.
this?
Look at the caption.
Worker Frank Stone, machine shop.
Bullseye.
Machine shop, huh?
We've got to shoot there. That's it. That's the place.
I feel
It's
like that's
perfect.
the worst place to shoot.
So, time to go?
Okay,
Well,
people.
because it's gonna be
company
cursed.
move. Time
But
to
they
head
wouldn't
on
know
out
that,
and shoot
so
the shit out of this
fair
thing.
enough.
Let's go. Let's go. Time is money. Let's make a
I
movie.
should have put the cassette tape in, but I had completely forgotten. Ooh, van time. Different van. Wait, or is it just because the lighting looks different? She's like, where are they
Now,
going?
what
this
were
time?
you little ding-dongs working on?
Oh my gosh, is she
Hello.
gonna follow them there?
Interesting.
Oh my gosh, she's so cool. I love her. I bet she would follow them there.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present the
The
mill.
mill. Da-da.
Yep. There it is.
But how are they getting in there?
Oh, you see the creek down
Oh,
there?
yeah, it's definitely blue.
We
and I
follow
can
that,
tell.
takes us right to the secret entrance.
Ooh, secret entrance.
I don't see it.
The creek?
That's why it's secret.
Oh. Oh. I love when horror game or movies do that. Something's watching.
You don't
from
have
the
to do
woods.
this.
Yes,
Dun, dun, dun,
we
dun,
do.
dun.
Ready? Oh, careful. First step's a doozy.
Ooh, I feel like I'm lagging slightly because my mouth is like moving out of tune with my
All right.
words.
This way.
All of a sudden, like severely out of tune with my words. So I am sorry, you cannot. Yeah. Find entrance to storm drain. Squeeze.
Breathe in.
Alright. Okay, what did you miss, Paper? We're on our way to sneak back into the mill. So we're
I can't
okay,
believe we're gonna see
so
the
we're
place
back
where
in the
Frank Stone
80s,
actually
first of all.
killed people.
So we're in the 80s again,
Freaking.
and we're
wild.
about to sneak into the mill, to do more
Okay.
filming.
2 ways into the storm
And
drain from
in
here.
2024,
One easy and one hard.
we did
They're both medium
time in
difficulty.
there.
Then give us medium one first.
Well, medium
Um,
1 is to climb the gate over there.
In
Then it's like a
2024,
straight
there's a
shot
guy
right
trying to
in.
break into
But
the mansion.
it'll take us
and
pretty
they're trying
close
to
to
get
my
to
dad's
Augustine
patrol
to
route.
warn her.
And medium two.
Medium 2
Okay.
is we cross to the other side, where we're a lot further away from my dad, but it's also gonna take a bit longer.
Those are both very medium.
Right down the middle.
So, which way?
Climb or cross? Climb or cross? I feel like I'd be more afraid of getting caught, so I'll just go with the cross for now.
I'd rather keep a little distance between us and the law. No offense.
Hey, I don't want to get in any trouble either.
So, we should cross.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm getting my quick time things ready because I feel like I'm gonna need it for this. You're gonna be like, don't slip. Oh, or maybe not. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cross, so you won't get caught.
Your dad really patrols the mill every single night?
Ever since I can remember.
Huh.
I used to think it was weird, but it's just kind of his thing.
I guess he doesn't want bad
Growing
things to
up,
happen again.
nothing killed a friendly conversation quicker than someone calling my dad the hero of Cedar Hills.
I remember he didn't want to be interviewed for that profile they ran for the 10th anniversary.
I guess he
Had a cool
it
title,
really
though.
freaked him out, though.
What was the title?
All right.
The Man Who Drew Blood from a Stone.
Damn. Oh, that's all right. That's interesting.
I mean, it could make a good title for the other movie.
Other movie?
What are you looking at?
We were just batting some ideas around, just spitballing.
Oh, I guess we're
Cool.
doing this way then. Why did
Maybe we should stick to
Linda
finishing one movie at
climb
a
over
time.
the thing earlier?
Yeah.
Okay, someone is definitely watching us. Wait. I want to go back. I feel like I missed something. Oh, maybe it's just a loop around kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know if I missed anything. I kind of feel like I want to explore a little, though, in case there's something on the path. Because there's, like, collectibles and things, right? Watch me do that, and there's nothing. Yeah, there'll be, like, nothing. It's like, what are you doing? I'm waiting for you. Hurry up. Oh, yeah. Maybe there is something over here. What is this? Oh, maybe it's nothing? I don't see anything on the floor. Alright. Guess I'll go back. Oh wait, I thought I saw her go somewhere. Oh, I guess she climbed up here. Might as well explore it, because I feel like if it's an option, there might be something.
Campfire.
Oh, yeah.
Bonnie and her friends used to come out here and hang out.
Interesting.
Bonnie seems too cool to have friends.
It's true. They were not cool enough for her.
That's why she moved to New York.
Wait, really?
No. But she wasn't always so Bonnie.
She was
why is there
kind
something
of
on
a
fire over there?
Who had bonfire parties at abandoned mills?
What's wrong with that?
It just
why is
doesn't
something
feel
on
very
fire at this
goody little
abandoned
two-shoes.
mill?
Well, Bonnie was the president of the Clean Up Cedar Hills High School Initiative.
Okay.
And we'd come through here and pick up all the litter that had blown in off the road.
Oh, goody little two-shoes.
Here's my box that I haven't been able to fill up yet.
What happened?
Okay.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Gotta love a happy ending.
Okay. I'm concerned about that. I also feel like maybe I should have found more of those little guys already. Like perhaps I've missed a bunch of them. But I've been doing my best. Even if my best isn't good enough. I have been trying. How do I get down from here again? This way? No. Hey, excuse me? Okay, well, now I'm trapped. This way? This is a problem. Is it over here? Do I climb over this thing? There we go. Over here, maybe? Anything over here? Nope. Let's climb down. Oh, or just drop down. Well, that was a nice little adventure. We got to see a abandoned campfire. Whee! And whee! I should do a playthrough of one of these types of games where it's like do all the choices I actually think are the worst or something. Press, okay. To start, okay, balance, move, okay. Oh. Yeah, I have to move forward. Okay, well, that's harder than I thought it was going to be. Hopefully I'm not the only person who fails. Oh, he waits for me, I suppose. Could be fun seeing or leads you? Or what leads you? Because where I landed... Oh, so close. Where I landed, this is where I've already explored. Where we started. So, if that's what you're talking about. I almost made it. So, I don't think I can go any further. I've already explored around here. Oh, sorry. Now I remember. So I tell you, I forget what I say, like, immediately after I say it. Yeah. No, it would be fun to see, even if, like, a lot of people die. It's kind of fun to see where, where I would go. Where I would go if, you know, like, if I made choices I normally wouldn't make. And maybe some of the choices I think would be the worst choice, wouldn't be the worst choice, you know? They could possibly be better choices than I would make. Or it could be very bad choices and, you know, still be an interesting experience. Okay, well, apparently I'm just bad at crossing this. And you better not get in, like, my way by being there. And, like, if he's, like, blocking... Okay, I was so worried that his body being there was going to block me and then I would fall. But it still blocked me a little, but it did not make me fall. Where's Linda, though? Did we lose Linda? Hello? Where is she? I thought she was with us. Hello? Did she, like, go ahead? Where is she? What are you doing? If I fall, I swear. Don't you sneeze. What? Did you just teleport? Okay, well. I want to see what's over here, though. But I'm very bad at this, so...
Chris Gordon. Another victim claimed by Frank Stone.
Oh!
And
ow! Okay, let's see if this will allow me to get... Okay, so I can jump on this and get up. Oh! She's back! You're all following me around. Get away from me down there. You don't have to follow me over. Okay, so I don't have to go all the way back. That's nice. So if I had to do the other balance one again, just to do this one, I would have been like... You know, it's not worth it. Alright, let's see what's over here. If it's... I was gonna be like, if it was just that, just the box again, I would have been like, why did I come over here? But it is a different box. Ooh, it's the tattooed middle finger! Yay! She tells me I must not doubt what I dream of. I feel like I've missed a bunch, though. I'm kind of sad. So maybe if I play it again, I'll be able to find more. I don't know if I was careful enough before. What happened? Oh yeah, this is blocked off, I guess, by stones. I still feel like we should have been logically being able to climb over that. And this stuff too, like. But the balancing was, I guess, like a little fun mini game or whatever. Creepy. I don't know why, but it seems extra creepy right here. Anyway. Get out of my way, gosh. It's blocking me.
Made it.
Alright.
This place is awesome.
It also looks
I
highly
wonder what we'll
dangerous.
find inside.
I would like to do one where I try the other route and see where it leads me, or like what you know, what makes. I mean, I'm sure they lead me to the same place eventually, but I guess what I meant, like what I have to do that's different. Like if there's more sneaking instead. Did you just sneeze? Does he keep sneezing? I feel like he keeps sneezing. What's this? Just a plastic bag or trash bag or whatever. Okay, time to climb. The secret entrance. The sewers.
Are you absolutely sure this is safe? And
Not at all.
We're not gonna fall into some kind of
Not
ventilation
a
shaft
bit.
full of whirling fan blades?
I can't promise you won't, but at least you'll be able to see them as they tear you to pieces.
Oh. That's pleasant.
Thanks.
Brought one for everyone?
Yep.
I
What
get
you
to
got
see
in
my
there?
impending
Ah,
doom.
well, the flashlights, my notebook, some pens, a couple of granola
So,
bars,
as we
3
die, we
ponchos,
can
first aid kit, bottle opener,
not
sunscreen,
be
collapsible
hungry.
cookware, and utensils.
You know we're not hiking the Appalachian Trail, right?
Always be
Yeah,
prepared.
you might get attacked by an evil entity. And you might need the collapsible cookware to beat them over the head. You know, smack them with a plastic pan. You might wish you brought the cast iron, but it's easier to run with when you're running for your life. A lot of trash bags. Is that a skull? Is that a human skull? Are we just ignoring that there's a human skull? Oh, that's a hard hat. Or some sort of hat. I thought... Let me tell you that I thought that from this angle, I thought that was just a human skull down here, and they were just gonna be like, hey, what a fun time. Because I was gonna be like, first of all, that they have... That no one's found this human skull, and that we're just walking through here and not being concerned about it. When there's been a bunch of people murdered.
We must be under the mill by now. Just gotta find a way up.
Haven't you ever talked to your dad about that night?
What night?
Has he ever tried
The
this
night
path
he was
before?
here with Frank Stone?
Is this the furnace thing that
There
he was in
was.
before?
One time.
Oh, I guess I should keep up. Or I could do the opposite of that. And see what's ever is in here. See, that's my problem, is I'm like, I could, or I could explore and find a nice little doll.
Who would have left this here?
The Wraith, the specter that stalks the fog. Oh, cute he is. Okay. Okay, let's see. Collection. Here he is. Oh, Philip was already a ghost, haunted by a childhood of war. Look at that little friendly guy, doesn't he? Otto Haven Wreckers offered him a new beginning. But familiar pains followed him like a shadow, ready to break his spirit. Now the banshee of suffering stalks the fog, striking without remorse. Fear this apparition of terror. Fear greatly the wail of its bell, for it wails for thee. This is honestly adorable. Like, these little dolls. Actually, this one's adorable too. But this one is super adorable. Sorry, I just didn't want to be mean to the hillbilly. But just look how little eyes! Oh my gosh, I let this doll kill me. He's so cute. He's so cute. Anyway, let's see. Relics. Okay, this is just clues we've gotten. I forgot what that was. I thought it was going to be like the finger that we found. All right, let's come back. I want to take it with me. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, evil doll. It's so adorable. Honestly, that one's the cutest so far. Yes, if they made that one in particular, I would buy it. But I feel like a lot of people would buy them. You know? Some more than others, that's for sure. But, like, they're definitely a lot cuter than you'd think for, like, murderous dolls. But I think part of it that they are characters that are, like, they're, like, killers, but they're cute dolls. Somehow it's part of what makes them cuter. But now I feel bad because I interrupted him in the middle of his monologue. I found the relic, but, like, also, I missed his talk about his dad. See, that's the conundrum, because I was like, I didn't want to get too far away, but now I missed his talk. Wait, was I supposed to go this way? I don't know.
I'm not sure about Linda's new scene.
Oh.
But if I pull the director card, probably never talk to me again.
Yeah, at least you are aware of that.
Huh. A little key.
Ooh, what does it say? Casting shed. Ooh, because you cast things in a movie. Alright.
Better get back to Robert.
And ask him about his father some more, because I didn't mean to interrupt him. What's through here, though? Oh, it's gonna be locked. Yeah. Else? Nope, just me and my key. Whee! They're just watching me. They're like, where's she going? Stick with the party. Okay, you're always in my way. I don't know what your issue is. I'm sorry that I've been talking to Robert. I mean, she should be, because I feel like, even though it's...
So, I was gonna say, when I was little, and he was really drunk.
He was like, I know you interrupted me.
Even though he doesn't remember,
A little cough.
I kind of like knowing what he went through.
I get that.
He didn't talk to me like a little kid, or like my dad. Got to see him the way he really is.
He was like, I know you
showed
walked
me all
away
his
from
scars.
me. Clearing
You know, he
through.
fucked up his shoulder that night. Real bad.
Yeah.
Still can't use it like he used to. Probably never will.
Aw.
Damn.
'Cause he got hooked.
I didn't know it was so intense.
He told me he and Frankstone squared off face to face.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk
right
away from you
here
right
in the
now.
mill. The furnace
Again.
chamber, actually.
Ooh,
Oh,
rough.
shit.
Now I'm gonna leave you.
What else did he tell you?
Just that he saw things no man should ever see.
You're so
Or
mad.
no.
What does that mean?
If I squeezed
Every
away in
time
the
I've
middle of your
ever brought it up.
conversation again,
Gets that look in his eye.
would he be mad? Would he do
I just don't want to see
again
him like that.
to me?
You sound disappointed.
No. No.
Or maybe this is the right way. No, he was going the other way, though. I think
But
he's
I'm
leading
glad
us.
you've got such a good relationship with your dad.
I mean, me too. Is he following me, or is he just yelling at me from out there? He's like, I'm trying to have a conversation with you. Stop running away from me. I'm like, I need to explore. I need to explore everything. Okay. Stairs. I guess I can't go down the ramp thing. There must be a reason they let me go in here. Or maybe they just like me exploring. I guess there's no reason. Or maybe this will just be a place where I can go future. Like to hide or something. Over here? Did I check over here already? Oh yeah, I did, and I looked at the door and it couldn't go. Alright, I guess there's nothing. He's like, why'd you do that? There's literally nothing over there. We wasted our time. We have to film. Alright. It's wild. She's like, I'm not sure. I'm the director. I'm not sure about Linda's new scene. Then Linda was the one that actually becomes a director in the future. Though I don't even know if she's still alive in the future. I don't know how many of them are alive except for Linda. Anything over here of interest? A lot of junk down here. They just left. Okay. Anything over here? Creepy tunnels. Do we still see the sign that says furnace entrance or whatever? Furnace access? I guess a bunch of kids have snuck down here in the past. Oh, look. I guess there used to be a sign there. Maybe this is the way to the furnace? This way? I bet it is. And that's why it's like locked off and stuff. Oh my gosh, but I was able to squeeze through to get there. Okay. Nearly there. It's kind of creepy. It's definitely creepy. I mean, I definitely some kids wrote it.
Gotta love a scenic route.
Definitely the kids
Any
wrote
major
it
plans for after we graduate?
because they
I
sneak
haven't
down
given
here all
it
the
much
time.
thought.
But
Not like you.
What makes you think I have?
I can just tell. The film, the directing,
it's still
it's in your blood.
Ooh, there's the X again. Back F.
And your blood?
F the chat.
You want to be a cop like your dad?
No way. I like movies too. That's kind of why I wanted to help out. Horror movies especially.
Oh, were her parents directors, you think?
So, like I was saying. Oh. I thought you just liked hanging out around haunted mills.
You know,
Isn't it fun? Oh, I guess I interrupt him again. I wanted to check over here, though. It's not my fault they don't follow me.
as I was going to say,
Okay.
you don't really think it's
Look how he
haunted.
gets so sassy
Don't
with
I?
me.
Knock it off.
But we walk away from each other. Ooh, what's this say? Diesel and Kristen. Sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G. Over here. I'm sorry. I do want to talk with you. I just gotta explore. I feel so bad. I feel like I'm asking about it and be like, what's your childhood trauma? And then I'm just like walking away and exploring. Well, he's just following me on my shenanigans. The only problem is, the only way I know how to get back is to follow him. I guess maybe they paved off the way to the furnace room? They must have blocked it off in a way, because I thought that was another sign or something. Alright. Is this the way back?
I think this is it. Up there.
Ooh, last chance to turn back. Dun, 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 dun. Well, I never will. Because I'm a horror game character, and we never learn. But also, you never think that, like, they're always saying, like, lightning never strikes twice. So you wouldn't think he'd come back as an evil entity and kill you. You don't never really think that's something that'll happen, you know? You'd think because the sheriff knows that this grate is there, that he'd have it covered up.
Oh, thank
so
goodness.
people can't go get back
Yes!
in. Or kids
Robert,
can't sneak
you're
through
a
it.
genius.
Good call on the storm drain.
Thank you,
Like,
Robert.
you think it would be easier. Or maybe there's more than one drain.
Come on, people! No more standing around flapping our yap
Like,
sacks.
it's a bunch
One
of
more
grates.
scene and we're done.
But you still think you'd be... I guess if you covered them, like, fully sealed them all, you know, it would be, like, it would cause flooding and stuff. But still. You think there'd be an easier way to keep kids out if you know you're using the storm drains? Abandoned building. So, like, sold, like, maybe, like, weld them shut or something.
And cut! How was that for you?
I think we got it.
You know what that means, right?
What?
And that's a picture wrap on Murderville! Way to go, everybody!
Okay, so not filming anymore. Then I guess I didn't catch any actual murders in the film itself. Oh yeah, she wanted to do one more scene. You still have one more scene.
I think we still have one more scene left to go before we're officially wrapped.
Okay.
Wait, what's the last scene?
Right, yeah. Linda pitched shooting a scene that would flesh out our backstories.
Adding a little flesh, huh? Yeah, I think we could work with that.
But you're playing brother and sister.
Okay.
Come on. With our chemistry? Nobody's gonna buy
Okay,
that.
so Chris is also
Where
an
are you
actress.
thinking we'd shoot the new scene?
I do have a place in mind, actually.
Oh, yeah. That's the furnace chamber, right?
That sounds like a
What do you
bad
guys think?
idea. In horror game
I
wise.
say we do it.
Sounds good.
This is where they're gonna get like attacked or something. In the middle of the scene or whatever. It's gonna be the horror footage. I bet it's Bonnie though that's
Yo.
following them right now.
You coming?
Not the actual killer. Right now I think it's Bonnie.
Yeah. Be right there.
Did you see something?
No, that was nothing.
It was
You sure?
just my sister.
You seem
stalking
kind of
us.
spooked.
What's up?
Nothing.
I mean, it could
Nothing,
just be
right.
the killer and not the
Except
sister
Jaime
at
saw a
all.
ghost back there.
But I think it is.
Okay,
the
I'm not
sister.
5. I don't believe in ghosts.
For sure. Oh, yep, I was right.
Get off me! Get off me!
Gotcha.
Not cool, Bonnie!
Disagree.
Not cool!
Gosh, she
What are
is
you
so
doing here?
cool.
I'm
I've said
part
it
of the
a million
crew.
times.
We don't need any help.
Then I'll just hang out and stay out of your way.
This is a closed set.
I mean, I think the
not.
worst thing would probably be like
Bonnie,
yourself in there
I really
because
think
like
you
there's
should
probably
be
a lot of
helping
things
Dad at
that
home
like
right
could
now.
fall
You've
over
got a
and
lot on your
hurt
plate,
you.
you know?
Like,
And
And that's all I'm
I
good
think the
for?
worst thing would probably be like falling and injuring
no,
yourself.
No, I mean,
I mean, I guess like there could be someone in there who would be mad at you, but like, yeah, in reality, there likely wouldn't be a evil ghost serial killer or whatever. Let's be relaxed about it.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care if she tags along.
Okay,
But anyway,
cool.
welcome.
I'll be totally invisible. Just act like I'm not even here. Actually, scratch that.
That's the
act
thing
like
is,
I
like,
am here, but
people
like
like to
invisible,
say a
but
lot
you
of
still
times, like,
know
oh,
I'm here,
I can't believe
and
the
you're not
horror
gonna get up to
game
any
or the
funny
horror movie
business,
characters
because
did
that's
this.
just gross.
But like
okay,
a lot
don't
of things
don't
is like,
do it.
especially like the beginning, they're like, I can't believe they went into the creepy basement. I'm like, in real
Well,
life,
okay,
if
are
you
we
saw a
just
creepy
gonna stand
basement
around,
and
or
went down
are we
into
gonna
it,
make a
nothing
movie?
would really happen.
Time is money, right?
Like the worst that would
Just
happen is
Make
that
sure you don't get in the way.
it would be a
We've
maybe
still
a
got a
little
lot to do,
spooky,
and I don't work
but,
well with
like,
distractions on my
and
set.
dusty, but
I
you
think
probably
you
wouldn't
mean
actually get
our set.
unleash like, I don't know, werewolves or something that would murder you. I mean, some tropes would probably in like horror movies might be real in real life. Like splitting up could probably be like a bad choice in real life, because you know it's probably easier to be attacked if you're just one person. But I think most tropes probably wouldn't actually be a bad choice if you're on your own. Ooh. Oh, it's just a box again. Yeah. Except a lot of slasher movies, the killer, like, won't die ever. I think it's probably, like, that stems, though, from, like, in a lot of slasher movies, they've kind of wanted to make, like, sequels. So, but they killed, like they theoretically killed the character in the first movie. So then they were like, well, they didn't die from, like, the explosion or whatever, or being shot. They actually somehow came back to life. So then I think the slasher movies were like, well, now if you attack and like shoot the character in the movie itself, sometimes they don't die. So I don't think it was like, so I think it comes from that maybe. But yeah, in real life, I think, like, especially some of them I've seen, like, the character slasher should have, like, actually been killed. Plus the timing. Oh, click. I was, like, doing spacebar again. The timing that some of these killers have that always appear. Yeah, I was actually thinking of Michael Myers. Exactly. Like, I'm pretty sure they weren't, I don't know if they were planning on a sequel after the first movie, but I think in the first movie, maybe they weren't, and then they were like, well, we have to, they did really well, let's do a sequel, and
You
now
okay?
we have to be like,
No,
lean
yeah.
into it, I guess.
It's just... This is right where my dad came face to face with
But
Frank
it
Stone.
kind of annoys me in a way. I'm like, at this
I
point,
always
just
had
kill
a
the
mental
character
picture
off.
of it, but
How much can he
now that I'm
survive?
actually seeing it with
He's
my
just
own
a
eyes,
guy.
I don't know, it's different.
It kind of cracks me up though, because his story isn't even that like he's enhanced anyway. He's just like a guy, unless I've missed something. Like unless they like added something at some point. But from far as I know, he's just a really strong guy who somehow like doesn't die. They're just ditching me. They booked it. I'm sorry. Yeah. I watched this. So, I don't know, fan of like a slasher movies. It's a little like a little different because it's like kind of like a. So the, I don't know, it's kind of more of a comedy, I think, than just like plain slasher. But sorry, I ditched them again. No, I guess I was the one that actually ditched them. But it was like a slasher movie mixed with Freaky Friday, where well, first of all, the Freaky Friday was Freaky Friday the 13th. How do I get over to that thing? Maybe I can't now. And the girl switches bodies with the serial killer. So now, like, the evil, like, slasher guy is in, like, a teenage girl's body, but he still has, like, the personality of, like, the very stoic, not speaking, like, slasher. And then she's in the body of the scary, like, slasher, but she's, like this giant, massive dude, but she's also, like, a teenage girl. But also everyone also knows he's the slasher. So they're, like, running away scared from her. And then she gets up to, like, hijinks with her friends, trying to, like, switch their bodies back, and stop, the slasher from actually killing anyone. I honestly, like, I thought it was gonna be, I shockingly, like, enjoyed it. Because I was kind of like, oh yeah, it's probably, I was, like, thinking it was gonna be worse than it was. Like, sometimes it's fun to watch bad movies, so that's kind of why I put it on. Plus, like, I was trying to watch Saw, but then it, like, it was doing a weird thing, like, on the streaming service I was trying to use. It was doing a weird thing where, like, the audio wasn't matching, like, the movement of their mouths and, like, the visuals. So I was like, I can't do this. So I put something else on. It was Halloween last year. And I was like, you know, this is kind of interesting sounding. So I can't remember the name, but I'm sure if you wanted to watch Freaky Friday slasher movie, you would find it pretty quickly. It's not like they're a dime a dozen. But yeah. I feel like at this point, there's like been, oh, I guess we're supposed to stay in here. They feel like they've made too many. And I know they said they've made the last one, but I feel like they've said they're making the last one for like the last 4 times. And I also will still probably watch them. And that's why they keep making them. I know that. Why don't we talk to Chris? Okay. Alright. But I can't. It's not letting me. trying to. There we go.
Here's what we're gonna do. Jaime, Chris, you start here. Robert and I will follow. Bonnie, just stay behind and try not to make too much sound while we're rolling.
You got it, boss.
All right. Everybody ready for a take?
Lights ready.
Thanks for
Sound
follow.
speeds.
Jaime? Chris? All set?
I'm sure nothing bad will happen exactly in the middle of their filming. I'm sure nothing will
There's
come out of the
something else you want
furnace
to
or
say to me?
something.
Because now's your last chance.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, there is.
I
Don't
love this
do
acting.
I have to.
No, you don't.
You know that's not true.
I love how
Maybe
he
I'd feel
changes his
better if it
voice
were
for
anyone
it.
else.
Who
Beautiful.
else is there?
But it's not
Oh, he tries to
fair.
make it deeper.
No one said it was.
Already
cracks me
lost
up.
Mom and Dad. I don't want to lose you too.
Now who's being unfair?
The little growl he does.
At least I'm not being selfish.
Selfish?
I love. They really
I'm doing this for you. I'm
are
doing this for our
capturing the
parents.
feel of a homemade movie acting.
If I can pull this off,
Yeah,
might not
yeah.
be too late to save Mom and Dad.
That's impossible.
He's like, I'm
Nothing
trying
is
to be
impossible.
edgy.
Something about this just doesn't seem right.
I feel like this is a cue for the actual
Do you
horror
trust
thing.
me?
I.
Do you trust me?
Yes, of course.
Then you know what I have to do.
The zoom in on his mouth.
And cut.
I hear creepy music.
Totally. Felt like just what this thing needed.
How was the lighting?
Okay.
It was great, thanks.
But also, how are they getting light?
Did you hear that
I guess
weird
he
groan
brought
right at the
lighting,
end there?
maybe.
No, but don't sweat it. We're gonna replace the sound at Jaime's anyway.
How'd I do?
Let's be nice. Let's be nice to him, even though he did the Batman voice.
Jaime, it was perfect.
You
Plus,
really
I
think
think
so?
he's gonna
It
die
was everything
soon,
we needed
so
the scene to do.
I don't want to be mean to him before he dies. Horrifically.
You okay?
Yeah. Something about this just doesn't seem right.
Okay, that's not what I sounded like.
I don't know. It was pretty spot on.
Gotta agree.
Gotta agree. I don't go around doing impressions of you dopes.
You do impressions of me all the time.
And me.
I feel
feel like
honored
she
to have just
definitely
joined
would.
the list.
She
Hot
feels like
damn,
she
kids,
doesn't
that
care
was
what other people
fun.
think.
You really thought I was okay?
Yeah,
I
better
wonder
than
though,
half the
that was
films
so
I see in New
thinking.
York. I mean,
That's
one
what
of them
I'm
was just
thinking
a
to think.
5-hour shot of a guy
Is
sleeping.
so
Wow.
Seriously.
the old lady who we found out was
I'm impressed.
Augustine gave him the camera, and she said she did it for like to help Frank Stone. So I
But,
wonder if filming in
gotta
here
be
is
honest.
what's waking him
What?
up, and that grove
You
is
really
him
didn't think
waking
I'd
up or
notice what you were
something.
doing?
What was I doing?
Yeah.
Just
what were you doing?
laying out your own bullshit interpretation of real life.
I don't understand.
Sacrificing your own life for the good of your sibling and your parents definitely sounds familiar. Almost like it could even be based on someone we know. But
Okay.
gee, I wonder who.
That's not fair, Bonnie.
No one said it was.
Okay.
We're trying to make something fun. I'm not trying to make everyone else miserable.
At least I'm not being selfish.
Selfish?
What?
Don't
Why
throw
are
the
they
lines
arguing
back at
now?
me.
Is this just
What?
a sibling?
You don't want to tell me
sibling-
how noble it is that you're making this movie with your girlfriend while I had to scrub my entire life to take care of you and
Oh, I guess I
Dad?
can understand why she's mad. She's like, why don't? Maybe he doesn't have a job.
I liked it
She's
better
like, why
when
don't
you
have
were
a
gone.
job? And while I have to work. I can see how that could be kind of annoying that she has to move back home to take care of the family, and I don't. And if he, maybe I don't know if he has a job. I know Robert has a job, so he could just be doing it in his spare time. But if he doesn't, and she's spending all this time like taking care of them and moving back, I could see being annoyed that all he seems to be doing is messing around with his friends. Yeah, true. But it
Hey,
doesn't help pay the
Bonnie?
bills now.
You want
I
to come
guess you could
outside
do
with me for a
both.
minute? I could use your help with something.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
I mean, like, it could pay the money later, that's for sure. But I think that, like, I mean, obviously Robert's doing both at the same time. So I'm sure he could as well. Oh, now they're doing the zoom in and looking at that.
So, I just wanted to tell you
I hope they
how
don't
much I
all
loved
of them
making
in
this
here-
movie with you.
I hope they don't all
Me
die
too.
and only two that went
I mean,
outside live
with
or
you,
something.
not with me also.
But I feel like
You
they
know what I
have
mean.
to give him a little bit of a chance to, like, escape or something.
I think we should do something special
It feels unfair if
to
they
mark the
don't.
occasion.
So, I don't know if I'm quite ready to break out the champagne just yet.
But we finished the movie. It's in the can.
We finished the shoot, yeah, but we're still gonna have to sell people on
I
this
wonder
thing.
if they have like something they're gonna submit it to,
Okay,
like a film
sure.
festival or what?
We should keep exploring this place while we still can.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
If we can just get like one more shot of something directly connected to Frank Stone, like
sure you
anything
need
he might have
a
left
lot less
behind,
equipment back
we'll
then,
get
I
all
feels.
the attention in the world. We should look for that place from the
But maybe
newspaper
I'm wrong.
article, the machine shop.
I guess nowadays you could just take like if
Hey,
you wanted to make
Chris.
an at-home movie, you could just use like a few pieces of equipment. Maybe this is the same thing here. Like they're not using too much equipment because they don't have the budget, and they're just doing a like an indie kind of thing.
Holy,
What can you see?
Oh, that's weird.
something freaky. I don't know if I can describe it.
How do I rate?
I'll try shooting a little.
Aim. Focus on the strange.
Whoa! Ain't that something?
I feel like this is probably gonna make it worse or something.
Rats.
What's that?
Camera needs cranking. Hold
Okay.
on.
R to reload. Imagine
That
if you
did
had to do that nowadays every time
Okay,
you want to take a
let me
video.
get more.
Or to crank our iPhones to crank your iPhones to take a
Whatever
photo
the
to
hell
use the
that
internet,
was,
you know?
It's gonna look great.
Have you ever had one
in
of
the
those
movie.
flashlights where instead of batteries they were like hand crank flashlights? No, I'm always had like some around for emergencies.
Think that door will
whatever,
take
'cause
us
they're
to the
also a
machine shop?
pain because you had to keep cranking them constantly. Hi, paper
Only one way to
cheese.
find out.
I'm almost
Let's
done
go
my
take a look.
seltzer. Might have to grab some more soon. 'Cause I'm kind of thirsty. I did like an interval run today. Oh, there's gonna be like a hand that. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe it's gonna go back to like a different decade. But I was doing an interval run because I haven't really. Oh no, we're still in that decade. Haven't really done much running for a while. I used to do a bunch when I was much younger, but I've been doing a lot of walks, like long, like 5-mile walks lately.
My
on this
dad would
bridge.
kill me if he knew I was in here
So I
right now.
decided to like
Just rip my
try to
limbs
get
off
back
one
into
by
running. So I
Thought
did
the sheriff
interval
was
to
all
try
bark
to
and no
ease
bite.
myself into it.
Not if you're his son. Then he's all of both.
Don't you think it's weird how obsessed with this place he is?
I guess so.
I mean, if you saw
I
what
mean, he always has been.
the
As long as I
spookiness
can
you saw,
remember. I didn't even know it was weird until I got old enough to realize all the long walks he liked to take in the middle of the night were in the abandoned steel mill where he killed a guy.
Maybe that's why he comes back
Okay.
to the scene of the crime.
well, maybe they'll
Maybe it
realize
helps him
he
somehow.
was right this whole
Honestly,
time. But
I
it'll
don't
be too
even
late.
think he wants to be helped.
What do you mean?
It's more like an obsession. And it's gotten pretty weird.
Okay, elaborate on that, please.
Maybe it's just the way
What's
he
over
was
here?
dealing with all
Is
the
that the
stress and
furnace
guilt or
room?
whatever, but he sort of started researching all kinds of non-traditional philosophies.
Okay.
Non-traditional.
Like what? Oh,
Like
she asked.
Acupuncture with all the pins?
For his shoulder?
No.
Like multiverse.
Wait, you don't mean
something.
like occult stuff?
Oh, I guess this is where we're going next.
I
the
shouldn't have
machine
said
shop.
anything.
Well, you did.
I don't want to give you guys the wrong idea. My
Explore,
dad's a
explore,
straight
explore.
shooter. That's it.
Sure.
Whatever you say, man.
Hey, he's a hero or whatever, but he doesn't like to be called that. I guess he was like, I was just doing my job. What are you looking at over here? Anything interesting? Casting foundry. Oh, that's the cast. Okay. Q. Open. Good thing I got that key. I wonder if there's like just like a relics or something in here, because it feels like if the key's something you can miss, maybe it's not necessarily an area you have to go for the story, just an area that you can go. What's this? Or I could be wrong. It could be something that maybe if I missed it, I'd have to go back and find it or something. Or maybe it'll help me later that I unlocked it. I don't really know where I'm supposed to be moving this. Or it helps to move it somewhere. I don't know if any of this helps. Here, I might as well, right there. Under the stairs there. Grab. Oh, I can move this too. Ah. Interesting. I can make, like, a path, maybe? I don't know. I'll do my best. I don't know if any of this will help. For later. Can I move this thing? No, it'll probably be something like they'll be like, you have to jump. I don't know where I should move this though. If I need to. Let's see. Well, I guess like this I'll keep it. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but that's what I'll have it as. Did I see something over here? No. I feel like there's something I was thinking about, but I got distracted by other things. And now I can't remember, but it could have been important. I felt like I just remembered it, but I don't think it was that. I think I finished that talk about my
Wait a
running
second.
and stuff.
Guys,
but I do need more self.
This is it.
Because I'm thirsty because of everything. Extra thirsty.
This is the
what I've been
machine
doing
shop.
Today. Well, yeah, I think the big sign on the door kind of gave it away.
It is. Man, Chris, you really know how to find the coolest stuff.
Well, you just kind of wandered.
Nice work, Chris.
Let's look around and see what we can find.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
You really think we're gonna find anything the police miss?
Wow,
They're pretty
Chris,
thorough,
you're so
right?
rad.
They do miss stuff.
Look at that.
Okay.
The train?
Yeah. Yeah, in the article.
What about it?
It's a skeleton crew now. We're all pulling triple duty. I'm the only one left who even knows how to work some of the machines. The rolling miller, the shears, the freight transfer system, said Frank Stone.
Okay.
If Frank was the only one left who knew how to use the freight transfer system, and that one's still suspended.
Well, I'm sure they could
I
get
bet it never
someone
got
to move
searched.
it if they need to
Not
search
thoroughly.
the police, unless they did a bad
Good point.
job. Like you'd
I doubt
think
there's
they'd
any
find
bodies
someone
in
even if
there.
they had to bring
There's no
someone from
harm in
out of
looking,
state
though, right?
to go search it.
If it's even possible to get up there.
You'd think like
Let's find a way.
if they find
Come on.
something here, I'm judging the police force because I'm like, even if the mill doesn't have someone, they could be like, well, the state of Oregon could hire
Gotta be a way
someone
to get up there.
to come in. You know, they could be like, hey, we'll hire somebody who knows how to work these machines to move it so we can search it thoroughly. Oh, now I remember what I was going to say. I was thinking, they still haven't said who that baby was that Robert's father rescued, the sheriff. Sheriff Sam Green. Because he was supposed to have rescued a infant baby boy. So he should be, you know, so this is 84, right? I believe. Fate. No, this is 1980, and this was 1963. So, less than 20 years. So it had been like 17 years ago. Well, not just give or take a few months, 17 years ago. So It could be one of these kids. Honestly. I mean, well, no, it would have to be one of the boys. I don't think it's, I don't think it's the sheriff's son. So it could be Jaime. Honestly, you'd think he'd mention it if it was, unless no one ever told him, or if he just doesn't want to mention it. That could also be why he's kind of sensitive to the topic. He could also just be sensitive because, you know, it's a sensitive topic and he feels like Chris is being disrespectful. Also, it could just be someone else.
Keep looking around. There's gotta be something here.
But I feel like if it is somebody, you know, they should, like, introduce them, because I'd be curious. And I feel like it would be some sort of important plot point. Plus, I feel like another reason why I wouldn't think it would be Robert is because the Augustine wouldn't know that he was coming here. She would know that Jaime was coming here because she gave him and the other two the camera. I mean, I guess she could have foreseen that Robert was coming here with them, but at that point he wasn't planning to. So theoretically, if we could think that maybe, you know, if she was targeting one of the guys, it would have been him and not the other one. Okay. Oh, if you see a big red button, press it.
It should open the door, right?
Always the best decision to do in life. Well, let's press it again. Nothing's happening. I guess we need to do something else.
Maybe there's something useful in there.
A key? A piece of paper? Well, yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of useful things in there, but I can't get through that door. What's down here? Can I go down here? Don't crush me. Don't crush me with the freight train. If we open it, though, if we get that thing to come down and there's a body, I swear, I would personally, if I was them, I'd personally be so upset. Like, not that I'd be like, oh no, I've never seen a body, kind of freaked out, or like, but I think I'd be kind of like, well, first of all, I'm sure, like, at this point, especially, the body would be really decomposed and gross looking. I mean, it's probably past the point where it smells, though. But I'd also be kind of annoyed at the police that there's a body up there the whole time. Like, I don't think I'd be scared. I think if I went out and found a body, especially like a more fresh body in an abandoned mill I broke into, then I'd be scared. But I think if, like, there was a known serial killer that's already dead, and that serial killer had a body that no one had discovered, and I found that, and it was, like, already, like, mummified and stuff, I would just be kind of annoyed they didn't find it, because I was, especially if it was in an area like that where they should have checked, I would be really scared, because I'd kind of be like, I don't think he can come back and find me. Hydrate? Yeah. Do I have any food? I mean, I ate my dinner. I thought you were just at the farmer's market. Okay, also, 1 second. I'm going to grab my, grab more seltzer. Chocolate's good, though. Was it like specialty chocolate? And did you bring home anything with you? Like, did you buy any like vegetables? I feel like if it's like a specialty chocolate from a farmer's market, it must be extra good. 'Cause they probably use like the good
Broken?
stuff.
Looks like,
She's
yeah.
thundering around again, my cat.
Let me take a look.
I don't know how such a small cat can make so much noise when she runs. It sounds like she's at least 50 cats that are each the size of like a small
Hey,
ox.
can I ask you something there?
I don't know how she does it.
Sure.
How come you never asked me to work on your movie?
She puts all her weight on her
Oh,
toes.
well, it's Chris's movie. She decides who works on it.
Yeah, but I mean, you know I'm like a huge horror guy too. I could have been helping you
It's
right from the
because he
start.
thinks his girlfriend's into you.
But it's not. That wasn't.
Wasn't what?
Okay.
We're making a horror movie, yeah, but like, I don't know. Point was for me and my girlfriend and best friend to
True.
all do something together. Like, just us.
Oh yeah, he's annoyed that he's in here.
So I'm just in the way.
Especially because you seem to be flirting with my girlfriend. Yeah, you do. I mean, it could be perfectly innocuous, but the only problem is that Chris has kind of been really rude to Jaime this whole time, and Robert, she's been perfectly content with. And normally I don't like to fuel the drama, but I'm kind of like, why is she just being so rude to her actual boyfriend and so nice? Like, I'm honestly myself. Plus, I don't like Chris. Like,
You do
this
seem to have
first
been spending a lot of
character
time with
that
my
I
girlfriend
honestly
lately.
Don't like.
So we've been having a good time doing research. So what?
So she's my girlfriend.
And?
And you're not exactly denying that you're trying to put the moves on her.
Hey,
What's up, party
Honestly,
people?
I don't think Jaime and Chris should be together. I don't think she's good for him. So like,
So that door over there needs
so
power
like, if
for it to
Robert
open.
and her want to get together,
Generator
I'm
working?
not against
nah.
that.
Unfortunately,
but I
it's
just think that she
toast.
should break
I
up
can
with
get it
Jaime
working.
or he should break
Just
up with
need to
her.
scrounge up a few
move on
parts
to
and it'll be
better
good as new.
things.
Then
Because
let's go scrounging.
he deserves better than her. I just don't like how she treats Linda in the very, very beginning. When she like is first introduced, she's always like screaming. She was screaming at her for like a simple question. Ooh,
This might work with the generator.
nice. Achieved. Also, here it is. Oh yeah. I the whole time was talking away, so I kind of didn't realize that that was the generator they were looking at. Reference, it's a reference. I love how they have references, but obviously it's his own story. I mean, I guess like Dead by Daylight's a good thing to adapt that way. Is like it has lore and stuff, but it has enough
We need to find some
flexibility that you
parts.
can create a game with its own lore. Because I feel like some adaptations of like I don't know necessarily video games into games like this, because I feel like a lot of times it's more like movies or TV shows, but a lot of times when they try to adaptate, I can't words, adapt them, they kind of like, they're not flexible enough, and then it ends up like it kind of being boring. Like I've seen too many ones where there's like enough lore where it could be really interesting, but then they stay too strict to the lore, and I feel like video games are even harder than books that way. Where could I find more parts? Oh, here?
Could help with the generator.
Okay, two. because like with books, at least like it's meant to be told in that kind of story way, even if it's not necessarily
How's the
good
generator
for
coming?
film.
Basically done. Just gotta finish the
But
repairs.
a lot of times, like, and I guess some like RPG video games are made to be told that story way. But like, there's some games like I've seen turned into like cartoons or movies where it's not necessarily like they definitely have lore and a story when you're playing it, but it's not necessarily meant to be played like a linear story. And then where like the story isn't the focus, and then like when it's made into a movie and things, they still try to be like too strict to it, and they take away like what is fun about storytelling. And it's fine when it's in a video game format because people are there to play the game. 3 buckets of natural honey. You must really eat a lot of honey in your family. 5 pounds of chocolate chips. Oh, or you're baking a lot. Actually, I'm going to go with you're baking a lot because that's also a lot of chocolate chips and peanut butter. Though I do like growing plants. I need to grow some basil. I have an arrow garden, but when I was moving, somehow something got broken, and we can't figure out how to like fix it. So we have to figure out how to fix that, or just get a new one. I could also just grow them in pots, but I feel like it's easy or nice to grow in an arrow garden. Okay, now I have to focus on this, on my. Oh, wait, I don't. Watch me have failed it because I was distracted or something. Because I feel like I would do that. I'd be like, yeah, there's a skill check coming up. Even with this, when they warn me, I'll be like distracted. I'm a menace to myself. I wonder if they're gonna make me do this though when the killer's chasing me or something around. That it's gonna be like, obviously it's gonna be different than like because it's like a super massive game, so like you can't necessarily run away. In the same way you can in Dead by Daylight, because they're like you'll be locked into choices. I'm gonna break this thing for real.
Nice going.
Okay, I got this. I'll just focus on this instead of talking. Sorry, I'm being so quiet. I was distracting myself. I was like, I got this, I'll do it. And then I'll be like, nah, I'm focused. I'm not distracted. But then I was talking too much. I was distracted by my own. Okay, now I have no excuse for that one. Okay. Oh yeah, you can use peanut butter for a lot of things. No, 4 pounds of peanut butter, I wasn't necessarily like, I don't know. I feel like some people could go through a lot of peanut butter. We go through a lot of, we had, my parents, I remember when I was helping them when they had a cousin camp. I'll tell the story quickly before I do the skill check again, because I cannot talk and do that at the same time. We had cousin camp where 4 of my oldest nephews and nieces were staying with my parents for a week, and I was helping them out because I had free time, and anyway, so they went through so much bread and peanut butter when they were there. Like, my parents thought they had enough, but they were constantly having to go back to the market in a week for more loaves of bread and peanut butter. You know how many peanut butter sandwiches children can eat? Like, more than you'd think. Things were... And then it, like, give them any other food. They're like, we're full of one thing of cheese. One little slice of cheese. But then give them a peanut butter sandwich? But also, I didn't know you could use the chocolate chips to make Coke. And I don't really drink soda, so I'm not saying I'm an expert or anything. Yes, I made it.
Nice job.
Thanks.
I always feel like when I see, though, homemade honey. Oh, you wrote cake. Oh, you meant cake. Did you mean cake paper? Because you wrote Coke. You wrote chocolate chips is to make homemade Coke. But I think you meant... Did you mean cake? Because... Or am I blind? Because it says Coke to me. And I was really confused. But if you meant cake, that would make so much more sense. And I only just realized that. Oh, you meant cake. I was like...
You should be able to open the door
I
now.
don't
We've got some
know.
juice.
Even if you make homemade Coke with chocolate chips, I guess. I was like, I don't know. I've never made it. I would assume that... No, it looks like an O to me. What? It's a cake for you? It's a clear O for me. Are you sure, Paper? Because I can see the rest of your A's are clearly A's. Coca-Cola coffee with a bit of chocolate flavoring? Oh, but I think I've seen that, but is it really, is it really like have Coke in the Coca-Cola coffee? Is it mostly milk? I've never tried it. Look closely at it.
Oh, yeah. Now we're getting somewhere.
I mean, I guess you could make, like, I'm sure there's, like, some interesting, unique, like, soda where they have, it's, like, chocolate flavored. They
Door's
make...
locked. Maybe there's another way in there.
Oh, I know what I need to do. I'm sure they make, like, something that's... has a flavor. Like, every flavor. Especially pickles. For some reason, like, last summer, everything seemed to be pickle flavored. I saw pickled flavored cotton candy. Oh, and it was this summer actually, but I think it was around last summer too. But on the boardwalk, I saw pickle flavored, not pickle flavor. Well, it had pickles on it. It pickled pizza. So, I have, which is an interesting concept, but I guess it could be kind of like people who put like sweet peppers and stuff. I don't know if I quite believe you that you're seeing cake on your screen, Paper. I feel like you're messing with me. Either that or like your A's and O's look too similar to you. Like whatever, you're using like a special font. Because I have no idea how you could possibly be seeing cake. Like I don't know how that could be a glitch that would make. Hamburger pizzas. I don't think this one had meat on it. It might have though. But there's too many I'm trying to say this without like giving like being like this is where I live. I live in an area that's too many Italian Americans to really have wild concepts on pizza. We take our pizza too seriously around here. I mean, like sometimes, like
Can't believe they got me crawling through the
people
rooftops
put like
like a
vegetables
raccoon.
and stuff on it. but I feel like it's a lot more sacrilege than maybe some areas to put like things. Like we have like flatbread pizzas that have like wild stuff on them, but like pizzas, and don't even talk about the Chicago deep
Okay.
dish.
What have we here?
But at least it's not corn on pizza. I feel like corn on pizza, which is apparently a European thing, it's just too much carbs. Because corn is like a little bit carby for a vegetable. Like it's still like it's healthier than just eating like some carbs. Because like not all carbs are created equal. But still, I guess I can let them in. But it's like if you bought frozen, like the frozen corn that's like scraped off the cob, not baby corn. You know, kind of like I guess corn bits. I've never heard it phrased that way, but I suppose. There might be some that has baby corn on it too.
So,
but
what do you unlock, little key?
no. Oh, Frank Stone. He wrote it himself. I love how they just left like the key lying there and all this furniture here when they shut it down. They didn't clear anything out. Like I understand the building still being there, but you'd think they wouldn't like just leave all this stuff behind. However, I say that, but I have like heard stories of people being like going to abandoned schools and like they have left all this stuff behind. I mean, I don't know if it's entirely legal, but I guess it's cheaper than
Find anything?
You know.
Yep.
It's got a label on it.
Hiring someone to like
Holy
legally
shit.
remove all the stuff.
You think?
This could be a real connection to Frank Stone.
It has his name on it?
Oh, man.
The killer and the 4 survivors all started. I mean, I think that's what they're trying to go for. These are supposed to be the 4 survivors.
Let's see if the key unlocks the box.
Because you can see the generator was over there. But I think that's what they're trying to say is this is the lore. I kind of like this kind of thing because I'm always the one playing those like horror games and being like, but why is the ghost doing this? Or like the other day I was playing Phasmo and I was like, but why? Actually, where am I supposed to take this key? Unlock the boxcar. I was like, why are some of the ghosts dead, you know? Like, did someone murder them? Though I feel like in there, like, some of them are just straight up demons. So, but still, I always want to know the lore. Even if there is no lore. Okay, but like, the cops couldn't have unlocked this? Or did we somehow get this thing lowered ourselves? Like, it feels like if we, just a group of teenagers, were able to unlock this, the cops very well should have been able to. Like, if they weren't able to do this, you know. Okay.
Up. Still need to go up.
Oh, up. Oh, I guess this isn't, we haven't fully done it. We just need to get over here. We can go up. Wait, what are we doing now? Make your way up to the oh, so this wasn't what we had to do. Ladder? Do not cleat door. I don't know what that means. Oh yeah, I feel like that's a lot of though. A lot of times in horror stories, like a character ends up, or not even just horror stories, but a lot of like like action stories too. Like there's often like a villain or some sort of a character that causes a lot of like problems and issues and hurts a lot of people, but it's often like because they've been hurt themselves, and like you can feel bad for them, but also they've caused a lot of harm themselves. I noticed I think there's some of that in like if you've played Corpse Party. I can't remember the exact, because I think there's like if you play like the whole like saga, there's more to it than just that. But I definitely think there's like it has like that kind of vibes. I'll go first. You sure you want to do this? I mean, we're gonna do it anyway. There's no stopping her, so sure, I'll go first.
I'll go first.
Cool.
Easy as one.
Get ready in case they have me do a quick time or whatever. Nope.
3.
Well, if it's that easy.
It's not quite as bad as the one Dark Pictures Anthology or the quick times.
Thanks, man.
I say that and
You're lucky
immediately
I'm more
mess
quick
up
on the
on
draw
it.
than this guy.
What? I
Yo,
wasn't trying to let
check
you
it.
fall.
Wow.
I'm just
Right through the wall.
Unfortunate. I feel like every time I say this is easier, I mess up.
Fuck?
It's fake,
Damn.
right?
Is-
Right?
Is that a...
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And it's
there's
got
a whole
friends.
bunch of hands. How did they not
This
discover this place
is
before?
insane.
It did not take us that long to find here. Oh, is that the hatch? It was literally not that difficult for us to get up here. 3 teenagers who have no idea how to work any of this. And somehow the police never discovered any of this. Or maybe they did, they just never... Well, no, if they did, they probably wouldn't have left it here. They
Must have
probably-
come loose when the freight broke through.
They probably would have like took it into evidence and alerted the families, at least I hope. I have to play some of the Resident Evils. I haven't actually played them. I have them, some of them, but I haven't gotten around to playing much. I played a little bit of like one of them that I have, but I didn't really get far. But yeah, I'm hoping to soon. I just had so much else on my schedule.
Who are these other people?
Parker D. No. Want to get close, feel every blow, hear their screams. Creepy. Creepy. Does that mean they didn't kill Parker D? Or are these the... What? Or just ravings. Kessler E. This time make it last. Better control. The neck? Ugh. This is kind of good artwork, though. Like, it's creepy, but the artwork's kind of good. I mean, not just elaborate or anything, but you think, but like, it's not like anything special, but you think for like a guy losing it and killing people, that his handwriting and like outlines of these things is pretty neat. Not that messy. Oh no, actually this is kind of good. Could have gone into art instead of murder. Creature forged to purge the world. Use what's at hand. No, not what I see at night. Inspired terror, cut and fix. You should have just gone into art instead of murder. That would have been a lot nicer. Also, there's probably some...
This must be how Stone got in and out.
Oh, specific weapon? I didn't realize that. They probably should also stop touching all the evidence. They should probably, like, as soon as they found this, they really should have just gone and, like, told authorities or, like, an adult instead of just touching all the evidence. Like, it's not like they'll get accused of the murders because they're probably, at most, newborns or infants when they happen. So it's not like your baby killed a bunch of people. But still, like, they probably should touch it. He actually, I did not realize. Okay. Alright, what else will we disturb? Let's look at more severed bodies. I don't want to do that yet because that moves me on. Massage? Yeah. I would be willing to try it.
I guess the cops never connected Frank Stone to this.
I just have so much I want to play right now. Partly because I have kind of a backlog of PC games because I only recently got a PC. So a lot of the horror ones, which are for the PC, I haven't been able to play. And a lot of them I've been kind of wanting to do on stream. Plus, like, I don't have so much extra time they can do things on stream and off necessarily. So, it's just taking me a while to get through things. Actually, but I don't know actually much about that one in particular. But if it's a horror game, I'm always willing to try it. I'm not easily scared, so even if it's a really scary one, I'm willing to try one. Following several days of rumors and speculation, Sheriff Lloyd Kusich last night confirmed he is treating the deaths of George Calhern and Joyce Barton at Hawkline Point last Thursday night as a double murder. George Calhern, 28, son of Cedar Hills respected drugstore proprietor William Calhern and his friend Joyce Barton. I love how he has it upside down and he's reading it. Died after their car crashed and caught fire. Deputies have been working tirelessly over the weekend and have now determined that Mr. Calhern's car was parked when it left the road, indicating the involvement of a third party. Okay. So soon in the wake of the July killing of widow Dorothy Clay. By that episode, when Mrs. Clay's nephew Elvin was caught convicted, following a rapid investigation by Sheriff Kusich, we must all hope and pray for a swift and just outcome. I wonder if the nephew even killed him. Oh, I was actually thinking earlier, you know, I kind of would be interested in more, like, horror anime, like, really horror, because I feel like there's been some which are horror adjacent. There definitely are horror anime, I'm not saying there aren't, but I feel like there's been some horror ones that are bad, and then there's been some that are just, like, really gory, and I'm not necessarily into ones that are just, like, when they cry, I like it, but sometimes it's just a little too gory, because, like, some of the scenes really get me. I'm like this fingernail one, or like some of them are horror adjacent, but they're not actually scary. They just have like monsters and stuff. But I really liked Another. I think that's so far my favorite horror anime. Oh, not white. Ooh, a whole head.
What is it? Oh, damn.
Who is it?
I think she was one of Stone's victims. There, found her.
Who is it?
Found her.
I don't think the police ever found this place.
I think the hand would have, like...
Because they wouldn't have just left all this stuff here.
You know.
I'm sorry, man.
Kind of.
I think I gotta go get my dad
me
now.
off. That's not a real phrase.
This is like real deal, no joke kind of shit, man.
We can't get the sheriff now.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
yeah.
We really
I
shouldn't
like
be
those,
here anymore.
mangas.
Robert, back off, man.
But I kind of want one that's
Wait
also
for
like...
what?
Because those are short
Chris,
stories. I kind of want one
know
that's more
how
of like a
important your
long
movie
story,
is.
you know?
But this whole place
Like-
is part of an actual murder case now.
Because like those are often
There's
like...
no statute of limitations on murder. Which means right now, we're tampering with evidence. You wanna fuck with that?
You know, they're kind of
But
like
the movie's done.
They probably would be like one
Robert's
or two
right.
episodes each.
You should
At
get the
least,
sheriff.
like an anthology.
Have a
I think
little
they made one or something. Or they're thinking of making an anthology.
Don't touch
of
anything
those.
else, okay?
But I want more like long story based ones, kind of like Another. But yeah, he's right. They shouldn't touch things.
We should get the hell out of here.
But I would have stopped touching things as soon as I saw the hand. Down the hatch. Down the hatch we go.
We gotta go.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there probably are a lot of the manga, but I feel like there aren't that many like super good anime. I'm always willing to be proven wrong though, because I'm
Maybe we should
positive
wait
I haven't
outside
heard of
until
all
Robert
of them.
comes back.
Like, yeah, I'll be shocked. Cause like I'm
Hey,
sure
whoa, what
there's
the
like
fuck? You can't move that.
a bunch
Yo,
I haven't
chill
heard
out,
of,
man. I'll put
but-
it back before the sheriff gets here. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
get
I'm sure she
one
should
quick
move that.
shot first.
It's also kind of
Sure,
rude that
yeah.
she's taking pictures
Can't miss
of
an
it.
opportunity to exploit Frank Stone's actual victims for your movie.
Like I'm sure she'd get in trouble if we
We're
found that she
making
took
this
pictures
movie
of it.
together.
Doesn't feel like we're doing much together at all lately. Not just the two of us.
Hi, May.
Every time I turn around, there you are with Robert. Can't seem to get a second alone with you.
We're alone now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
All
heard
I
of
can think about is
Paprika.
you and Robert. I asked him straight up if he was interested in you. He didn't deny it.
Oh my god.
She's like,
I
you
mean,
embarrass me.
What the hell, man?
We're just friends.
I love spending time with you, and I love making this movie with you. But I don't do jealous guy. Sorry, not what I signed up for. So if that's how it's gonna be, then maybe that's it then.
All right. I feel like they should break up because she's
That's
been
it?
kind of rude to him this whole time.
What do you mean that's it?
I
I
feel like
mean,
she's just looking for an excuse
maybe it was
to break
fun
up
while
at
it
this
lasted,
point,
but-
honestly.
That's it.
Okay. Well, let's at least be nice to her. Hopeful. I don't want
Chris,
them to be.
I know it's been a little rough lately.
I don't want them to come back
I'm
together.
sorry. If I've been a
I don't
little
wanna put him
anxious and
down.
stuff, I want our relationship to work. You know? I
But
know
I
it
also
can work.
don't want him to die if he dies tonight with after breaking up. You know, like if they do break up, I want it to be after they survived. You know, because I feel bad if he dies, and I made him
So-
sad before he died.
Should we wait outside?
You go.
I'm like,
I'll be
let them
right
take
there,
care of all
promise.
this after they escape. You know, if they break up,
Please don't make me jealous of a disembodied hand.
yeah, relationships. Well, some do,
Huh.
but
Is
often
there a
at this
reason
age
I
they
should
don't,
be?
especially.
You?
Oh, I love Corpse Party. Unfortunately, I no longer own the very first game because they bought the first one on my 3DS, and then I gave my 3DS away to my oldest nephew. I feel like a few years ago. He has a Switch now, but I'm not gonna have to ask for it back because I like have most of my games on my Switch. My PC. But I don't really think it's like a priority for me to rebuy a game I've already played through before. But I have the second Corpse Party. Well, no, I don't think it's the second Corpse Party game, but
What?
it's the sequel to Corpse Party.
I don't know.
Oh, that's not the visual novel one. So, I have that one on my Switch, so I might play that one sometime. I also have the visual novel one on the PC. I did really enjoy Corpse Party. Oh, that's terrifying. I think I'd already be out of there.
What is it?
Oh, I tried one of the Fatal Frame games. I played. Oh. I'm gonna focus on this for a second. Oh no. Save her. Save her. Are we just watching her get sucked? Do something. I'm coming. Just gonna let. Oh. Oh. Well, I know Linda survives, but maybe Bonnie survives too. Maybe because they left, they went outside,
Anything?
and Robert left too. Maybe those three all
Nothing.
survive.
Not
Who
that I can
knows?
see.
But I'm very traumatized now.
Telling you, this door's a waste
I think
of time.
Robert might have.
Whatever's
it might
back
be
there,
him
it's
and
important enough that she's put
outside
it behind
there.
this thing. I think the only way in is to solve
But also, oh my gosh.
it. There's an empty slot. So there
Yeah,
must
but
be
I
a
also
missing
I
piece
tried
that
Fatal
fits here.
Frame, Mask of the Lunar Moon.
Okay,
I want to do the
let's
rest
say
of
we all
them,
go
but I
hunting
have-
around this
or,
place for the missing
but I think there's
cylinder
only one
tumbler
other
thing.
that
Even
I
if we
can
manage to
currently
find
play.
How do we solve
Because
the rest of it?
the only one that's on a console I currently have
Maybe
is,
there's something
I
else
think,
in
of
the atrium that's
the
like
Maiden
a clue.
Why would anyone put a clue for their massively
or
complicated lock right out in the
Lacquer. I
open?
can't remember what it is, but there's one other
Practically
one
right in front of it.
I can play. One
Just a
other Fatal
guess,
Frame I can
but
buy.
why not try this?
I'm not very good at it, but I enjoy it. Oh? Well, hopefully we
Good
don't kill
guess.
these ones.
Well, I wasn't actually expecting that to work.
Almost like you knew.
She's suspicious. Look. I'm so sad I killed him, though. I really, really liked him as a character. Oh my gosh. So sad. But also, I'm glad I didn't have them break up. Because I feel like I would have felt so bad. I feel like I would have felt so bad if I had done that. I wonder if she gets any new information. Her. Probably the same thing, in case you missed it before. But I felt so bad if he had died and I made him sad before his death or something. But it reminds me of the dad from The Shining. I think it's supposed to be Frank Stone. Either that or the sheriff, I can't remember. Oh no, it's Face of Evil, so it's supposed to be Frank Stone. Upstairs, I suppose, to explore. I do love this, like, tower thing. I hope no one fall. I hope, like, I feel, though, that, like, one of the deaths is going to be, like, maybe someone falls, like, all the way to the bottom and slams into the ground and, like, dies from a fall. I mean, I could be wrong, but... I feel so bad for Bonnie, though, now. Just thinking that she argued with her brother, and the last thing that happened was they had an argument. And then her brother, like, dies, and she comes back, and he's, like, sliced. Or, like, the police come, and he's, like, sliced in two. The Legion. The friendship bound in blood. Cute. Yeah, I like it. It's definitely very interesting. It's a lot different, obviously. Like, well, first of all, it's a single player. But when I first heard about it, I mean, I was expecting it to be a little more similar to the actual Dead by Daylight game. Like, to be less like I love the games like Until Dawn and I actually haven't played Until Dawn, but I've played The Quarry and I've played a bunch of the Dark Pictures anthologies, so expecting it to be less like that and more like, you know, ones where you have to like sneak and crawl and stuff like that and you control the character more, but I like it how it is. Anyway, go look at my relics real quick. My new one I got. The Legion. She's like a little Barbie. I feel like she wouldn't be as nice to cuddle with, though. Oh. Frank, Julie, Susie, and Joey. Before they were simply friends, now they are Legion. They thought they deserved better than Ormond. Now they found a place where they can play by their own deadly rules and express their shared frenzy to its fullest potential. Oh, I guess... I see. I guess we have... I see. I knew I saw the name before. Archibald Macmillan on the... I was like, I knew I saw that before. The portrait. It was after The Trapper. But the portrait was there. Interesting. I wonder how they're gonna connect though the killers in. Yeah. I've been hydrating. Sometimes you'll hear me with my can go clank clank. But sometimes I'll try to be quiet for once. And what, because obviously they've included the killers a little bit as like references, but I wonder if they'll like at some point like include them a little more. And I mean, I guess this is like, I'll find out. As my mother always told me sometimes when I ask questions, she'll be like, stop talking and just listen. You might learn. Movie review. At first glance, the only real issue with Murder Mill is its unskilled composition. The cinematic equivalent of your sister's kids putting on a play for the family before Thanksgiving dinner. The film sadly begins to dissolve into a vehicle for the filmmakers to not scare us, the audience, but instead show us how many other better horror films they've seen. The thing is, these aspects are not unusual in the genre and have more or less become par for the course on the festival circuits. What was unusual, however, was the oddly unsettling feeling that blanketed the 10 p.m. audience from the first frame, and I honestly cannot explain why. Perhaps the fact that the two of the actors in it died. The screening was mercifully cut short, though, as two festival goers began to assault nearby audience members before turning on one another, turning what was a below-average movie-going experience into an absolute pandemonium. This reviewer could not get out of that theater fast enough. I wonder if somehow that, like, Chris could be alive somewhere. Like, even if she's sucked into the portal, that somehow she's still, like, not dead. And I wonder if there's a way to save Jaime. Like if I had chosen Flea, if he would have lived.
That's a lot of dollar for an old movie.
Oh. So she already has some of it, maybe? Are pretty large sums for other strips of the film. But why did they only have like parts of the strip? Like, why hasn't Linda kept the whole like original part of it? Or are these just like, or are these copies or something? And Linda has like the original or whatever. I don't know. Key. I want to read what's on it. I guess I can't.
You know what they say about keys. Gotta be a lock nearby.
Okay, door?
No one says that, Maddie.
I mean, I guess they all gotta unlock something. Maybe downstairs. Let's check back downstairs. I think there might have been a locked door. I mean, obviously, besides the one with the contraption or whatever, that doesn't take a regular key. I think there might have been another one. Or I have to go all the way downstairs. Downstairs. Oh, here, this door? Is that a door? Yes, it is a door. Oh, but I guess I can't use the key on that one. Watch me go all the way downstairs and it's not down there. Giving her exercise. This door? No. Is that the one we came out of? This? Let's check every door. I'll look at this again. Just stare at it. Okay. Maybe it's not even a door. It could just be something else. I guess I'm assuming it's a door. Look.
Only one of them isn't on. Wonder what Augustine got in there.
But it could just be like some other sort of thing that's locked. I feel like I remember something being locked earlier. But it might not have been here. It probably, I think it was though. Not here, but like in this decade. Excuse me all, you're in my way. Excuse me. Okay. Love how they just follow me. Like when you're a character, the other characters just follow you everywhere you go. Archibald. Maybe, I think it is back upstairs again. And back upstairs I go to find a lock to open. Because you know what they say, when there's a key, there's a lock to open.
Something this weird has to be important. Does it open?
With my key? Nope. I didn't think it would. I assumed it would open with the hammer or whatever. Anything over here again? No, maybe it is upstairs. It is upstairs after all. Oh, here, maybe? Use item. Yes, found it. I hate when characters block the doorway.
What a weird scene.
When they follow you, especially when it like messes up something you're trying to do,
might fit the
and you
tree
end up like dying
downstairs.
or falling. And I'm just like, excuse me, this isn't my fault. This is you. You're blocking me. Oh, am I supposed to take the tree? Maybe. I guess I'll go grab the tree. Down the stairs again. Once again. I'm really getting her steps in. She's going to be so fit for running away from anything that tries to attack her later. Alright, taking my...
You're coming with me, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. I'm still sad about Jaime. Okay, you better not block me when I was like, I can't get up the stairs. The worst is if, like, they block you and then you can't, like, get out in a game because, like, they're blocking you so you can't move, but the only way to get them to move is for you to move, so then you're, like, stuck or something. That hasn't happened here yet, but there are games where, like, those sorts of things happen. Achieved.
Some kind of hammer.
Nice, some kind
I
of
wonder
hammer.
if it's from the statue of that little dude.
Whee! Oh, it's like a mini house is also drawn there. Whee! It's kind of fun to do this. Yeah. I suppose it is. We don't see it as much in newer games. Also, her wrist looks like it looks like it's broken. Also, how have you been? I've been trying to lurk in your streams a bunch. I saw you were playing a bunch of, I think, Apollo Justice games recently, haven't you? I really feel like her wrist looks broken, though. Like, why is it bent like that? Oh, it is already 11. I did not realize. Well, I have to wait for it to save, obviously, paper. And it's only, I have to play just a little longer. But yeah. You are correct. I do need sleep
One
at some
hillbilly
point.
and his hammer
Also, I love that dog.
reunited.
It's so cute. There we
Okay,
go.
time to unlock that gate.
Garden fresh vegetables are always better. It's best. And I love mini golf. I haven't played enough recently. This summer. Okay, back. And there's a key too, isn't there? Oh, or is it just supposed to be like key? Like this is the key. You know what vegetable I think like only tastes, or may not only, but never seems to taste good at most like markets. Are
What
tomatoes.
prize lies
They always
behind the
seem to
mystery
taste
door?
better garden fresh, but
Do
and
I
they always seem
even
to
wanna
taste really
know?
bad from like the local supermarket. I live near like the coastline, and it's always like 10 degrees cooler than
Maybe
the
it's a
rest of the
pattern,
country.
but I can't make heads or
Or
tails
like
of it.
even 1 minute,
Or
not
heads
1
and
minute,
heads.
10,
And heads.
1 hour inland. Enter the correct combination. Rotate. Okay, we have house, skull, I think. Okay, I think it's this one, right? Not that one. I meant it's really hard to rotate. Oh, because I was doing the wrong. I was trying to do the scroll wheel, but you're supposed to move the mouse.
There's something etched on these paintings.
Oh, on the paintings? Ah, maybe I should look at the paintings. Oh. Well, that's what I thought it was being. But I then she said something etched in the painting, so I thought I was missing
not so
something.
bad.
So apparently I wasn't missing something. I was correct. Yeah, they have some weird arguments in Ace Attorney games. My favorite whale storyline has probably got to be the Star Trek one, where they like went back in time to save whales from extinction, which is probably like it's great. But like I wasn't expecting that. My dad first showed it to me. He was like, "Want to watch a Star Trek movie?" And then I was
Well,
like, "The plot's about them going
If you were
back in
hoping
time
for
to
some
save the
insight
whales."
into how Augustine's mind works, think you got your wish.
Hooray.
I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't
yeah.
this.
I feel like
Let's take a look around.
it's
Be
because
careful.
I don't know. I actually haven't played much of the Apollo games. I've only played like I think maybe like the first one, so I can't really speak much on it. I think there's a lot of interesting characters.
It's like a
though, that they
museum
have
for-
in of Ace
I
Attorney
have no
games.
fucking idea what.
There's
Something
of the
unearthly for sure.
There's some of them that I would love to see like their own spin-off series from that there aren't. Like, I'm forgetting her name, but the girl
Hey,
who's
Linda,
like really into
check this
forensics.
out.
Oh, there's the mask. Back. Ooh, strong. Yeah? What? What are we looking at?
These mean anything to you?
I know. I feel like I should know her name. It's probably some sort
Yeah,
of pun,
actually.
knowing the games.
It's exactly like in my film, The Prophecy of Pain.
For some reason, though,
You know, right after they open the tomb?
I can remember Lada's name perfectly.
Yeah,
Lotta
totally.
Hart.
It is exactly like that.
But remember a recurring...
There is no tomb
well, I guess
in The
Lada
Prophecy of
is
Pain.
a reoccurring character at this point in
yeah,
Phoenix
sorry.
Wright games.
I was getting it mixed up with one of the
Come
other...
to think of it, I don't think there are any tombs in any of my movies. Never been into ancient curses and all that kind of fantasy
She's
stuff.
like, you're a fake fan.
But you know that, right? Since you're such a big fan of my work.
Oh, calling him a fake fan.
Okay, look.
You haven't seen a single one of my films, have you?
I am a fan of your reputation.
Oh,
Sure.
just his reputation.
Honestly, just when it comes to movies, I'm more of a... kind of guy. Crowd pleaser.
liar, I
Cliff
believed him.
Barra.
My films examine the persistence of evil in the heart of humanity. I'm sorry they're not crowd-pleasing enough for you.
I thought he was a dork, but he was just a
But
liar.
now that you've
He
shown your
lied to
hand, why
me.
don't you tell me how you
Betrayal.
actually came into possession of the film?
Well, if that's what you want to know, I'm afraid I am gonna need something in exchange.
I feel like I'd be scammed by this man because I believed him. I can offer you my friendship, Mischief. I don't... Yeah, that's true. Most games I wouldn't believe anyone. But for him, for some reason, I was like, oh, he's trying to
Why
seem
don't we
like
make
a
it
scummy
interesting?
character.
How so?
A little wager.
I was like, he's trying to think,
Terms.
make people think he's
If
like
I win,
a...
you tell me what I want to know.
And if I win?
What's the word?
I'll
I'll
give you my
big
section of
city
the film.
boy.
Deal.
But in truth, he was like...
That's official.
He's like a country
You can't say that back.
boy.
Jesus, hot
Just
sauce.
a
We're not
dork or
12.
whatever. But actually, he was
So for
scummy.
it?
Sure, but I get to call it. I call it or no deal.
Okay.
All right. What's it gonna be?
I'm a heads person. I'm gonna go with heads. Emma, is
Heads.
that doesn't seem like a pun though.
Well, them's the breaks.
I feel like you cheated somehow.
I believe we had a deal.
What?
Wait,
No.
nice. Very nice.
Hey, worth a try, right?
Fuck off.
It's
Yeah.
it only. But how would that work?
Every
What if I did choose tail, and it's tails on both sides? Oh, wait, I'm confused how his cheating worked. Maybe I'm not very
This
good
whole
at
place
cheating.
is like a film set.
Yeah. If you can't, if it's not a pun, it won't work in for our memories in those games. Demon. Creepy. This is kind of cool, but where's Augustine? I feel like this kind of looks like a museum. Wait, the book. I missed it. To go see what she was reading. Oh, a fortune-telling cards. Fold of Fear. It's the 1960s and America is in crisis. Eager to escape the era's political turbulence, a band of idealists start building a new society under the guidance of their charismatic leader. Before long, their numbers swell, with hundreds leaving their hardships behind to join the fold. But making a perfect world demands more than affirming mantras and a positive mindset. Soon, the personal troubles of the flock start to poison their paradise, and then things take a real turn for the worse. Okay, interact. Manifestation. I love how she just opens to chapter 28. And she'll be like, probably like learn something from it. She's like, I learned this. But you like randomly open to the chapter in like the middle of the book. Okay, to my movie voice on. Getting back to the settlement would have been easy a few hours ago. The starlight was now suffocated, strangled by storm clouds. Beatrice could neither see nor hear whether she'd been followed. Not with the air so full of driving rain, as well as the cackling of crows cutting across each other quickly enough to sound like mocking laughter. Their cacophony never seemed to fade, no matter how much distance she put between herself and the stage. Sorry, it was hurting my throat to read all that. Oof. Something smashed against her shoulder, sending her spinning, tumbling backward into stones, sliding down to shallow saltwater with a noisy splash. For all the tears beginning to fill her eyes, she could just about see the Druanese form looming above her, still dripping with the mud it was born from, and the gore of her friends. The clouds closed above, the rain beginning to drum once more. A knotted appendage in the monster's loathsome form caught the distant dying half-light as his body moved to strike. And that is all I'm gonna read, because apparently she became disinterested. A fiction book in this world, but maybe a dark reality in the other. So they're saying multiverses. I guess that could be an interesting concept for this kind of thing. But I think with the, not necessarily saying for this game, but I'm saying sometimes I think with the concept of multiverses becoming more and more popular in media, I kind of feel like sometimes it's being used as like a cop-out. Sometimes like to not actually delve deeper into things.
Is that?
Oh my gosh,
dried
that was
blood?
Frank Stone's mask. But not just like it is here, but sometimes I feel like it is. Let's see. It's here. A burning house.
Wow. That's cheery.
Beautiful. I feel like someone would actually hang this in their house. They'll be like, it fits with my dark aesthetic. I don't feel like any of this stuff is necessarily red flags. I feel like looking at it, be like, oh, I understand why she wants to collect the film. She's into this kind of stuff, and she's rich. I wouldn't necessarily be like, this woman's gonna kill me. Maybe after I look at this, though, I'll think that this woman's gonna kill me. Like, maybe I'll change my mind now. Grab. Pull. Grab. Pull. I'm so bad at some of this.
This is...
Oh, she has the camera.
There's no way.
Oh my gosh.
It can't be.
But how'd she get it? Dun, dun, dun,
Hey,
dun,
Linda.
dun. Not the flickering light.
You should really come see.
I would lock that up real quick. The cursed camera.
What is this?
It was just displayed here, open to this page.
Talismans. Contain wells of great power. Can take many physical forms. Often manifest as keepsakes of past victims. Victims? Keepsakes of past victims, which can become protective talismans for those who bear them.
Okay.
What do you think it means?
I don't know. But it must be important to Augustine if it was left open on this page.
Interesting. So maybe if they take the
Maybe
camera, it becomes a talisman that protects them. Dun, dun, dun. But what about the pocket mirror that they had? Was that like a talisman she gave to protect them, or what? Ooh. Oh, he got knocked out cold. Oh gosh. I'm bad at thinking on my feet.
Sheriff Green!
Oh. How old is he now? Or is that his son? Is that Robert? Is Robert now the sheriff? Because I feel like they could pass that obsession along. Unless his son died, and maybe then he'd be even more obsessed.
Think we should go
We'll
retrieve
see.
the rest of the crew? It's like he doesn't even question anything they tell him
Yes, I know
anymore.
what you're gonna say,
He's
Caper.
a
You're gonna
smart
say-
kid, but parents can be wrong. He's got to get that.
Jeez, you're gonna say this is a great time for you to take a pause for the night, and you're probably right. Or you're gonna say that's not at all what I was gonna say. I just wanted to say cheese, and you're reading into my words too much. But it's again, though, I will say you're probably, even if that's not what you're saying, you're probably right. All right, because I would like to say, oh, if I have any sugar, I'm very sweet. I am completely made of sugar. I also have sugar in my house. So, you'll have to find me, though, if you want it. But, what was I about to say? This game is longer than I thought it was going to be, but I like that. Because that means I can spend more time playing it. But also, like, I'm not feeling tired, so I would play it longer. But then, like, last time I said to Paper, oh, I'm not feeling tired, I can play it longer. I ended up at, like, messing up my sleep schedule and regretting it. So now I've learned that, he's actually right. But I'm probably going to find someone to raid out to real quick to spread the love. I'm probably going to try to play more. I might add it, like, tomorrow night. Or, I don't know yet. Because I do like to take a breaks during the week. So it depends how I feel. I definitely, so if I'm feeling up to it, I might do it tomorrow night. It's not on my schedule, but I really am enjoying this. So thank you for coming, though. It's fun to have people in the chat and who are watching. So let me just pull up my stream manager. I have to keep it closed when I'm playing this game. It's just too powerful to keep my browser open. But now it's going to actually open up my actual stream instead. So then you can hear me talking. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Who is doing stuff? Anything with a similar vibe? Okay, well, Amber's apparently playing something with the absolute opposite vibe, but she really wants to play this game at some point. So I'm going to send you to Amber. And she's also really sweet. So. Oh, yes, I have to press start rate, I forgot. I was just looking at it, kind of like, why is nothing happening? A lot like I've done this a bunch of times before. Alright, well, everyone have fun, and see you again. Bye-bye.